Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Guys, what is good and what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy BLSG back in again with another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction here on Playoff Edition as we are here for game number 4 here on this Sunday afternoon. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another one here this afternoon for a 1 o'clock game here on the East Coast between the New York Knicks and our Philadelphia 76ers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially back for another playoff game here this afternoon as the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers will take on each other here in game number 4 on the second straight game here at home for our Philadelphia 76ers. And the Sixers will look to go ahead and tie up the series with a win here today, going back to Madison Square Garden for game number 5 against the New York Knicks after a very good win last game by the 76ers. They will look to keep it the same way and will look to make it 2 straight wins here against the New York Knicks and make it tied 2-2, going back to MSG in the Madison Square Garden. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We only have one person in here, but that's okay because we'll probably go ahead and get more people up in the building. But appreciate everybody that's coming through and tuning in already. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gentlemen, on your way in, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everybody be sure to go ahead and share out this stream so we can bring more viewers up in the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always, so let's get down to business here. You already know we got to go ahead and start off with the chat. Let me know who's up in the chat right now. My guy, Star Wars 99, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through since I hit the like button, and let's go Sixers. Yes, sure. Shout out to my boy Star Wars 99 for knowing what to do. As soon as he gets up in here, shout out to my guy Star Wars 99 for knowing the drill and always supporting on the channel. But ladies and gents, real quick here, we're going to go ahead and dive into the injury reports here for both the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Hopefully we get more people up and into the chat here as we continue on here with this stream. But we're going to go ahead and start off the injury report on the New York Knicks side. Listed as out here for the New York Knicks. We're going to go ahead and actually go in reverse order because I kind of just feel like doing it differently. But listed as out for the New York Knicks. Guard Charlie Brown Jr. listed as out with an illness, will not play in this game for the New York Knicks against the 76ers. Point guard Dwayne Washington Jr. was converted to a two-way contract, but is still listed as out with a thumb injury, so he will not get an opportunity to play. Power forward Julius Randle listed as out with the right shoulder injury, even though he underwent successful surgery. He will be reevaluated in 5 months as of April 10th, according to Ian Begley of Sportsnet New York, who was the first one to go ahead and report it. Then the final guy listed is out here for the New York Knicks, and the most recent injury update that we got was center Mitchell Robinson, listed as out and was downgraded to out for this afternoon's game against the 76ers, according to Derek Bodner of allphilly.com, who was the first one to go ahead and report that for the New York Knicks side. So now we will go ahead and go over to the Philadelphia 76ers side, but that is the injury report for the New York Knicks. Now on to the Philadelphia 76ers side we go. If I can find their injury report. And for the Philadelphia 76ers, it is once again very slim. Only one player listed as out for the Philadelphia 76ers today, and that is going to be power forward Robert Covington, who is not expected to play again this season due to a knee injury, according to Tim Bontemps of ESPN.com, who was the first one to go ahead and report that for the Philadelphia 76ers. So, ladies and gents, those are your injuries for both the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. This game should just about get underway in less than 5 minutes here on the East Coast. But this game should just should get underway here in just a few moments. Well, ladies and gents, really quickly here before this game goes ahead and gets underway, we do have our trivia question of the day like we've been doing for the past couple live streams. We decided to go ahead and run it back once again. But our trivia question of the day is, who was the first Philadelphia 76er to have his jersey number retired? And after you guys identify the player, what was the number that was retired as the first Philadelphia 76er to retire their jersey number? Give me your answer down below into the chat on the trivia question. And ladies and gents, also before this game goes ahead and gets underway here, we're going to go ahead and take a quick moment to give a quick shout out to the newest sponsor of the YouTube channel here in Slim Mint.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can scan and hack your information without you even knowing. Worse yet, it's bulky and disorganized. But not anymore, because Slim is in. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from scanning your wallet and stealing your info.
Having your information stolen is a nightmare, but with Slim Mint, I know I'm protected.
With money clips, cash can easily fall out, but Slim Mint locks shut, so your cards and money stay securely in place. Then just press the button to release the lock. Slim Mint is ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to securely fit your business cards and your extra cash. Even with everything you see here in the Slim Mint, it's still ultra-thin. Bulky wallets are uncomfortable, but the Slim Mint is so compact it fits in your pocket. Plus, it keeps everything easy to access. Say goodbye to bent cards and damaged magnetic strips. Slim Mint keeps them protected. It's crush-resistant and can take a real beating. Similar wallets sell for over $150, but you won't pay even half that. Call Global Shop Direct or go online now to get Slim Mint for this low price and check out our 5 easy monthly payments. But wait, order right now and we'll double the offer. That's right, buy one and get one more. That's one for you and a bonus one for gifting too. Plus, Slim Mint is also available in a genuine leather outer shell design. You can upgrade to the new deluxe leather edition when you order today. Slim Mint will keep your cards organized, easy to find, and safe. Plus, it comes with Global Shop Direct's 30-day money-back guarantee. Order Slim Mint or upgrade to the Slim Mint Deluxe Leather Edition and get this special buy one, get one more offer when you order from Global Shop Direct today.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to our newest sponsor of the YouTube channel in Slim Mint, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want a secure, thin wallet that will be secure and prevent hackers from hacking any of your card information or just taking away any money that may fall loose. Slim Mint is the wallet for you guys to go ahead and purchase. There is a link down below in the description to go ahead and purchase your newest wallet that is arguably the most secure wallet that you guys will ever witness. I will guarantee as soon as you guys purchase it, you guys are going to love that wallet. If you guys are interested, the link is down below into the description of this live stream. Ladies and gents, let's go ahead and get back into the chat. So we signed a guy from Ohio State. Who the heck did we pick up? Who did the Eagles pick up this time? Stars 99, let me know who you're talking about in the chat. Let me know who you're talking about. MC, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Says, let's go Sixers. You already know it is MC. Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in on this Sunday afternoon. Hit the like button if you're not done so, MC, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. The starting lineups come in here for both the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. For the New York Knicks is Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And for your Philadelphia 76ers at home is going to be Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid will draw the start at the 5. Coming to you guys live from the Wells Fargo Center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in South Philly, where the Philadelphia 76ers will look to go ahead and tie up the series with a win here this afternoon. The 76ers will go ahead and rock their red jerseys for this game. These are the jerseys that they do not seem to do that well when they wear these jerseys, but hopefully that changes here today. And the And the New York Knicks are going with their navy blue jerseys with the font being orange on the jerseys for their wording. My guy Brian Post, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you're not done so, my guy Brian Post. Appreciate you coming through the stream. I'm not sure if that's relating to Star Wars 99's question, but I'm not sure what the 35 refers to. This Warriors, hey, my guy Brian Post showing love to Golden State, man. Shout out to my guy Brian Post for being up in here this afternoon. Let's go. Guys, again, go ahead and answer our trivia question of the day. Who was the first Philadelphia 76er to have his jersey number retired, and what was that number? Give me your answer down below into the chat. As the game is set to get underway here, it'll be Joel Embiid versus Isaiah Hartenstein in the tip-off. Embiid and Hartenstein getting ready to go, and Joel Embiid wins the tip as we are underway in Game 4 from the Wells Fargo Center. Maxey winning the tip, going to get it over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to find Embiid, who will battle against Hartenstein. Going to flip it to Maxey. Maxey going to find Lowry, out to Embiid. Embiid with the fadeaway shot over Hartenstein, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo will bring it down the floor. DiVincenzo going to his right, guarded by Harris on the right side. Going to get it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to pull up on the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Oubre. And here come the Sixers. Oubre going to come through. Oubre going to find Lowry. Lowry going to have a look here. Lowry going to lob it up to Embiid. It's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Josh Hart. And the 76ers will retain possession of the basketball with 14 seconds here on the shot clock. 76ers set to inbound here on the same end. It will be Tobias Harris doing the inbound here for Philadelphia. Just 40 seconds into the game. Tobias Harris set to inbound against Anunoby. Harris inbounds to Embiid. Embiid going to find Oubre. Oubre going to go to work against DiVincenzo. Oubre going to have a look. Going to find Lowry launching a three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Oubre. But the ball was stolen for the moment by Hartenstein, but picked up by Lowry out to Oubre. Over to Embiid, who throws it down with one hand to get things started here for the home team of the Philadelphia 76ers. Great start for the Sixers right now. Let's go. Inbound passes in from Hartenstein to Jalen Brunson, and Brunson will bring it down the floor and will be guarded by Oubre. We'll flip it back to Hartenstein. We'll get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by Kyle Lowry. Lowry being a pest right now. Here's Hart. Going to find Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to find Josh Hart, who will lay it up. Can't get to fall. Rebounded by Embiid. Into the hands of Maxey. Maxey going to find Harris, who loses the ball. Harris guarded by Brunson. Out to Oubre, launching a three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Now to the hands of Jalen Brunson it goes. Brunson, guarded by Harris. Going to his left around a Hartenstein screen. Going to pull up on the shot for two from the free throw line and hits it. Tough shot right there from the Villanova prospect himself. The Villanova Wildcat, who used to be on the Wildcats, in Jalen Brunson. But here comes Embiid. Bring it down the floor. Embiid going to his right, going to find Maxey. Maxey going to flip back to Embiid, out to Lowry, who is open, but pump fakes. Lowry going to drive, going to flip to Harris. Harris going to work the baseline, going to back in against DiVincenzo. Harris going to pull up on the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Anunoby. And here come the New York Knicks looking to respond and looking to take the lead. As Anunoby with the ball, going to find Isaiah Hartenstein, handing off to Brunson. Brunson going to go to work here against Embiid, and Embiid leaves him all alone, and Brunson's going to make that if you leave him wide open just like so. Come on, Joel. You can't not stay off of Jalen Brunson. You got to at least try to guard him, even though that's not your guy. As Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers, going to flip it to Lowry, going to find Embiid. Embiid going to drive, Embiid going to pull up over Hartenstein, and then Embiid gets it to go for two. Joel Embiid off to a nice start here for your 76ers with all four of the team's points. There's Brunson with the ball, going to find Isaiah Hartenstein, going to find Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to drive against Embiid, going to lay it up, misses the layup. Harris gets the rebound, and here comes Toby down the floor. Harris with the ball, guarded by DiVincenzo, tried to poke it away, but Harris says, Here's Embiid with the ball. Embiid going to lob it up to Harris. Harris going to have a look, and a backing, going to find his way to the cup, and Harris banks it home off the window. Tough shot for Tobias Harris, and we need to see this in 4 good quarters of basketball. Here's Brunson with the ball. Brunson going to find Hartenstein. Hartenstein at the top of the key. Hartenstein going to find Josh Hart. Josh Hart guarded by Kyle Lowry. Josh Hart going to put it into the hands of Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to flip it back to Anunoby. Anunoby back to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back to Anunoby. That's taken away by Embiid, who bounced passes it to Tobias Harris, who throws it down. Tobias Harris coming through off the steal and the pass from Joel Hans Embiid. The feed from Embiid, as they say. Just outside 8 minutes remaining here in the first. Here's Brunson launching up on a wide open three and hits it. That's a good response there by New York. Someone needs to stay on Jalen Brunson. You cannot let this man get red hot at any point throughout the game. As Embiid with the ball, bring it down the floor. Guarded by Hartenstein. Faking the handoff. Flips it to Lowry. Lowry trying to work against Brunson. Going to put it up for two and is fouled. And this will be a foul in shooting motion against Jalen Brunson. So this will be free throws coming here at the line for Kyle Lowry. Embiid with a beautiful pass to Tobias Harris. Beautiful pass right there from Joel Embiid for the Tobias Harris throwdown. But now Kyle Lowry set to shoot the two free throws as Embiid heads to the backcourt. Good start for Joel Embiid in this game and contributing to help out his teammates as well as himself. First one at the line for Kyle Lowry is true. Let's go. Come on. And it'll be 3 free throws actually for Kyle Lowry instead of 2. And I guess it doesn't make sense because it did look like he was trying to attempt a three-pointer and he got it off just in time. So Kyle Lowry actually attempting 3 free throws at the line instead of 2. And we'll look to give the Sixers a 4-point lead. Second one at the line is good for Kyle Lowry. Everybody thought that the free throws were done, but they just realized that it was a 3-point attempt for Kyle Lowry, so it'll just be 3 free throws here. And Kyle Lowry will look to put the Sixers up by 4. 10-7 is your score with 7:49 remaining here in the first quarter. Kyle Lowry at the age of 38 coming in at 6 foot out of Villanova and did win a championship with the Toronto Raptors as the third and final free throw, I should say, is good. And Oubre off the inbound to Brunson tries to poke it away, but it'll go out of bounds. It will remain with New York, but great defense on the defense. Great job on the defensive side of the ball here by Kelly Oubre. As Brunson going to come through here for New York, going to find Anunoby. Anunoby faking the step back, now launches a 2 and hits it from the mid-range. Tough shot right there from OG Anunoby to respond here for New York. There's Kyle Lowry looking to respond as he has the ball in his hands. Going to find Embiid. Embiid going to have a look. Fakes the pass to Maxey. Now gives it to Maxey. Maxey's going to go back to Embiid. Embiid going to have a look against Hartenstein. Going to pull up on the shot for what would be a long 2. Misses it. Harris comes away with the rebound. That's going off the no man's land. Oubre tries to come away with the ball here. And with 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining, it will... I think it's going... I can't tell whose possession it is. Who's got the ball? And it's going to go to New York as it hit the top of the backboard. And here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball going to his right. Brunson looking, spinning, flipping it out to Josh Hart. Hart going to find his man DiVincenzo, pump faking. Now driving, goes up, misses the shot. Rebounded by Lowry. Here he comes down the floor. Lowry going to find Oubre, and Oubre's going to come through, put it up, and put it in off the rim. Kelly Oubre putting in some nasty work here for Philadelphia, putting them out to a 13-9 lead. Here's Brunson with the ball off the pass to Josh Hart, gets over to DiVincenzo for 3. Bounced off the iron, misses it, rebounded by Embiid, into the hands of Lowry. And now Lowry will bring it down the floor, gives it to Maxey. Maxey launching a 3-ball, too strong off the back of the rim. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. And here come the New York Knicks, I should say, as Brunson sidestepping, looking against Maxey. Brunson coming through. Brunson goes up, gets denied by Maxey, but they're going to call a foul, and Maxey is frustrated. Maxey, I think, is trying to convince the officials that that was all ball. And don't be surprised if this is a challenge here by Nick Nurse. Do not be surprised if this is a challenge. Oh, Maxey got the ball, but he got the hand of Jalen Brunson too. A timeout's called by Nick Nurse, but do not be surprised if this is a challenge to challenge the foul call. And if this will just be like a jump ball or something between Maxey and Jalen Brunson, or if it'll just be a jump ball at half court between Joel Embiid and Isaiah Hartenstein. We have a score here with 6:14 remaining here in the first on a commercial break, with the Philadelphia 76ers with a 4-point lead over the New York Knicks at home, with the score being 13-9. The Sixers look to keep up the momentum the rest of the way here in the first quarter. My guy Charles Adley, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. This is BOC Sports Channel. How's everyone doing today on the live stream broadcast? I'm doing great, Charles. Hopefully you're doing the same, my guy. Hopefully everybody's doing well on this Sunday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. To start off your afternoon, we got some playoff basketball and probably one of the best ways to go ahead and spend your day, man. So shout out to everyone that's already coming through, tuning in. Smash the like button on our way into the live stream broadcast as I just did. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Charles Adley for the reminder. Let's go. Alex and climbing. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Does the 76ers need this win today? Let's get it. Yes, sir. Got to tie the series going back to MSG. Got to tie the series. Ryan Real, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Says 76ers must play all 4 good quarters of playing more physical and avoiding Brunson to take mid-range jump shots. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Ryan Real for providing some very important information. Ryan Real, appreciate you, my guy. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Ryan, appreciate you for coming through the stream. Let's get it. But guys, I will not be shocked that this is a challenge here by Nick Nurse. My audio is off of my TV for the sake of copyright purposes. I do not want to get copyright for the sake of the TV volume being too high, so I have it completely muted, so I have no idea what is happening, if that was just a regular timeout by Nick Nurse or if that was just a challenge. Maxey did have his hand on the back of Jalen Brunson. It will be 2 free throws coming, so it looks like that was just a regular timeout by Nick Nurse. So Jalen Brunson will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. First one on the line for Jalen Brunson is good. It is now a 3-point game with that first free throw through the hole and true. Praise Olatok. I have no idea what that means, but okay. First one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. We'll look to make the second one here, make it a 2-point game. Second one at the line is no good for Jalen Brunson. Rebounding here on the defensive side here by Kyle Lowry, and he'll put it into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with the ball, going to bring it down the floor, guarded by Josh Hart. Maxey at the top of the key, hands it off to Oubre. Oubre at the top, going to his left, gets it to Embiid. Embiid at the top of the key, now hands it off to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid coming through, laying it up for 2, and is fouled. Joel Embiid will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 more free throws, as the foul will be called here against OG Anunoby. Naju, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Says, where can I watch the game? You can watch the game on either ABC, ESPN, or I'm not sure if it is on NBC Sports Philadelphia if you live in the Pennsylvania region, but you can watch it on any of those 3 channels, Naju. Appreciate you for coming through, stopping by. Hit the like button if you're not done so in the live stream, Naju. And since you are a new viewer to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see here, such as content like this. Come on, Walker tonight. The Phillies play this afternoon, though, don't they? Pretty sure the Phillies play this afternoon. Oh, they play at 4:10. Okay. That makes sense. Because they're in San Diego. It's like, share, invite, subscribe for each person who experienced BOC Sports Channel. Yes, sir. You already know. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I forgot they were in San Diego, so I completely forgot that it would be a little later than 1:10. Otherwise, it would be 10. It'd be like 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast for the West Coast people. This would be powerful indeed. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's get it. The timeout was called, by the way, by Tom Thibodeau. Just so you guys know, it might have been a challenge to see if it was all ball on OG Anunoby's part instead of fouling Joel Embiid. They focused rooted and grounded on movable Sixers. Yes, sir. Bryce had dad power. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Yes, sir. You already know. Let's get it. Get back to this game here. Come on. Let's get off these commercials. Come on. We want to win this greatness at stake here. Let's go. Come on. Let's get this game back on here. We don't want to listen to these commercials. We want to watch the Sixers. We got a Sixers game to watch here. Let's go. We don't want to watch commercials about American Idol. We don't want to look at that. So it turns out it's looking like it's going to be a successful challenge here from Tom Thibodeau, and the New York Knicks will retain their timeout as it was a clean block by OG Anunoby. But the 76ers will have possession of the basketball and beat on a fadeaway shot over Hartenstein directly off the inbound and puts in some more nasty work. 15-10 favor your 76ers with that shot put up and in through the hole by Joel Embiid. There's Josh Hart coming through, laying it up. Can't get it to go, but Embiid will be called for the foul here in shooting motion. And Josh Hart will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. As Josh Hart needs help up off the floor from Josh Hart needed help up off the floor from Dante DiVincenzo and Isaiah Hartenstein. But Josh Hart will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Looks like Nico Batum is about to go ahead and get into this game. First one at the line is good for Josh Hart. And now Nico Batum will go ahead and sub into the game. Nico Batum will replace Tobias Harris. It'll be a nice move if it pans out here for Nick Nurse. NBA action's fantastic. Eastern Conference matchup coverage on BLC Sports Channel. Yes, sir. You already know. Andre Sand from LSU. You said a guy from Ohio State. You didn't say a guy from LSU. As the layup here as the second one at the line by Josh Hart gets denied, but the Knicks pick up their own offensive rebound, and the layup is good here for Isaiah Hartenstein. Oubre will respond here with the flush down the other end. Just like so. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Going to find Anunoby at the top. Anunoby going to find Josh Hart, who will flip it back to Anunoby. Launching a 3. Too strong off the rim. Rebounded by Maxey. And here come the Sixers. Maxey with the ball. Going to have a look. Maxey going to his left. Maxey dancing. Maxey. The step back. The 3 ball. The finish here for Tyrese. And that's what you need from Tyrese Maxey when it matters most. It's exactly what you need to do. Let's go. Here's DiVincenzo with the ball here for New York. Going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to jab. Brunson going to find a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded here by the Sixers. Here comes Embiid, bring it down the floor. Embiid going to lay up denied by Anunoby and rebounded by Josh Hart. And Josh Hart will kick it out to Brunson. Up the baseline. Brunson, the shot is good. Jalen Brunson responding with whatever he can off the block from OG Anunoby. But Maxey here with the ball for the Sixers. Jalen Brunson with 10 of the New York Knicks, 15 points. Here's Maxey with the ball. Gonna lob it up to Embiid. Embiid gonna back in against Hartenstein. Embiid backing in, looking. Embiid jabbing, elbowing, finding his way to the cup. And Joel Embiid puts it up and in through the hole from 6 feet out. Come on, let's go. Give him the work. Put some nasty work here. Let's go. Here's Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Brunson going to drive, going to pull up on that floater for 2. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Embiid. Here come the Sixers. He passes it to Lowry. Lowry going to put in some nasty work. Kicking it out to Batum. Pump faking. Driving. Laying it up. Almost ended somebody's career. And I think that was Dante DiVincenzo. But Nico Batum almost ended Dante DiVincenzo's career if he would have made this dunk. He would have sent him out to the hospital, out in public, in front of about over 20,000 people. And Nico Batum will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws here. Miles McBride about to get set to get into the game, and same thing with Cameron Payne for the 76ers side. First one at the line is no good here from Nico Batum. Lineup changes coming in here for both teams right now. For the 76ers, Cameron Payne will enter the game here to replace Tyrese Maxey. And for the New York Knicks, Miles McBride will enter the game here to replace Dante DiVincenzo. Second one at the line is good for Nico Batum. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson going to find Josh Hart. Hart going to go get the ball over to Anunoby. Going to find Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein faking the handoff. Now finds Brunson, who will drive. Work in the paint. Kick it out. McBride in the corner for 3. Swirls the iron, misses it. Rebounded by Embiid, and he'll bring it down the floor. Embiid nearly missed the dribble, but he'll put it in the hands of Oubre. Now into the hands of Kyle Lowry, who will find Kelly Oubre jabbing. Working against Brunson. Oubre going to go up. Going to put in the work for 2. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Now Josh Hart will bring it down the floor. Hart going to kick it out to Anunoby. Anunoby going to go to work. Going to kick it out to Hart in the corner. Now driving. The ball was poked away, but picked up by the Knicks. Anunoby, another 3. Can't get to go. Rebounded here by Embiid. Now into the hands of Nico Batum. And now to the hands of Cameron Payne we go. Payne with the ball going to the right. Payne flipping it back to Embiid at the top of the key for 3. Sent it very low in the air and misses the shot as he comes up a little short. Rebounded here by the New York Knicks. Anunoby comes through, lays it up, can't get it to go. The foul will be called here for the moment against Kyle Lowry. And Nick Nurse is not going to go ahead and challenge the call. But lineup changes coming in here for the Philadelphia 76ers side. Tobias Harris will re-enter the game to replace Kelly Oubre Jr. And for the first time today, D'Anthony Melton will enter the game here to replace Kyle Lowry. First time D'Anthony Melton will get some action here in the postseason, as Josh Hart will get over to Isaiah Hartenstein, who will find Brunson. Brunson going to kick it out to Hart. Hart going to go to work. Going to kick it out to Hartenstein. The floater for 2 is no good. Rebounded by Harris. And here come the Sixers. Harris with the ball here for Philadelphia. Going to find D'Anthony Melton. Melton going to connect with Embiid. Embiid back to Melton. Melton back to Embiid. Run that pick and roll. Embiid fading away on the shot for 2 and gets it to go. Joel Embiid from 14 feet out hits another massive shot from the mid-range. But down the other end, as the New York Knicks are about set to bring the ball on the floor, we do have a foul called against Nico Batum. So an inbound pass will be coming here for New York, and they are just going down the floor. Here's Brunson with the ball. Going to flip it to Hartenstein. Back out to Brunson. Wide open in the corner for 3. But shortens the shot. Rebounded by D'Anthony Melton. And here come the Sixers. Melton going to find Embiid at the top of the key. Back to Melton. Launching a 3-ball. Too strong off the rim. Rebound here by the New York Knicks. Here comes Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Going to the left side, the left wing, finds McBride. Going to find Hartenstein at the top. Gets it back to McBride. McBride going to lose the ball out of bounds off the pass from Isaiah Hartenstein, and the Sixers will regain possession of the basketball with just outside 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris with it, going to find Embiid. Embiid guarded by Hartenstein. Oops, it to Harris, and Harris finishes massively and finishes the right way. Bada bing, bada boom for Tobias. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Brunson going to his right, and a timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau with 52.2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. A phenomenal start here for your Philadelphia 76ers as they lead the New York Knicks right now in Game 4 of the first round, 27-15. As with 52.2 seconds to go, the Sixers will look to go ahead and finish this first quarter strong after the commercial break. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go. This is NBA playoffs action, Eastern Conference matchup. New York Knicks versus Philadelphia 76ers in progress, live streaming now on BLC Sports Channel. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Charles Adderley, man. Always supporting in the chat. He's an international player. I'll have to look him up and see who he is. I'll do that at the end of the first quarter with professional commentary, outstanding play-by-play, great discussion here on BLC Sports Channel. Yes, sir, you already know. 52.2 seconds remain here in the first quarter. The Sixers looking to finish it strong after the phenomenal start that they've had to the first quarter, especially defensively. Here we go off the inbound. Hartenstein handing it off to Brunson off the inbound and puts it in through the hole. And beat inbounding here to Cameron Payne, and Payne will bring it the ball down the floor. Payne going to now take it as the team's point guard. Bring it down the floor. We got Payne, Melton, Batum, Tobias, and Embiid as Payne kicks it out to DeAnthony Melton. But unfortunately for Cameron Payne's sake, he's going to be called for the travel. Nick Nurse is like, what are y'all talking about? Nick Nurse is absolutely losing his mind on the bench. He's like, you got to be kidding me. Here we go. Inbound pass in to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Crossing half court. Brunson going to his right around a Hartenstein screen. Pulls up on the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Embiid. And now the Sixers will take their time on the floor with less than 20 seconds left. Here's Payne with the ball. Crossing half court. Payne going to have a look. Payne standing at the logo. Payne going to the right. Payne kicking it out to Harris. Harris out to Embiid. Out to Batum. Batum out to Melton for three. Can't hit it. But Harris tried to rebound it but could not put it back. But a great first quarter overall here from your Philadelphia 76ers. As they will lead the New York Knicks here at the end of the first quarter with the score at the end of 12 minutes being 27-17. The Philadelphia 76ers lead the New York Knicks by 10. But can they keep it up the rest of the way as the first 12 minutes have come to a close, and we will now head on to the second quarter. Let me look up this dude you're talking about, Star Wars 99. I want to know who this dude is. There's no way this is an actual player, right? That's why I didn't see him Stars 99. He was just invited for a workout at rookie minicamp for the Eagles, and he did track and field, so that's why I didn't recognize his name. Kendall Milton from Georgia. Yeah, I actually like that signing. Add more depth at the position, despite getting Clemson running back Will Shipley. Add another body to the running back room. Kenneth Gainwell might not be the guy, and somebody has to back up Saquon Barkley in case if he's hurt. So you might as well add someone from the big schools, right? You might as well get Kendall Milton because he can step in and be one of those guys. It says he's a wide receiver. It says that Praise Olatogue never played a snap of football when he joined Ohio State's club football team a couple of years ago. So he basically doesn't have experience when it comes to playing football, but he's just like a Devin Allen type of player, running track, trying to be one of the fastest athletes ever. He's just kind of being like one of those dudes. But we will have lineup changes coming in here to start off the second quarter early on, as Paul Reed and Tyrese Maxey will both enter the game to replace Joel Embiid and DeAnthony Melton. Sixers up by 10 will look to continue gaining some momentum here in the second quarter. You guys also go ahead and answer our trivia question of the day here. Screenshot this if you guys need it. But who was the first Philadelphia 76er to have his jersey number retired? And what was that number that the first Philadelphia 76er who had his number retired, what was the number that got retired first in 76ers history? Let me know your answer down below into the chat. As the game is back on here between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers, Brunson with the ball to start. Flips over to Bogdanovich, who enters into the game. He entered in a little bit later here. He entered in a little bit later in the first quarter. And speaking of Bojan Bogdanovich, he is down on the floor and grabbing that left knee and the left ankle. As not good here early on from Bojan Bogdanovich. Bojan Bogdanovich getting up off the floor, and you're going to limp to the sideline here. Bojan Bogdanovich will head to the bench here. They'll get another body out there to go ahead and take his place. It will be OG Anunoby taking his spot on the floor. A loose ball foul was called too against Nico Batum. So the New York Knicks will have possession of the basketball. And it is not good too for Bojan Bogdanovich as he's going straight to the locker room. No checking it out on the bench. They're just going straight to the locker room right now. As Josh Hart off the inbound gets it over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to spin around Reed, going to put it up off the backboard for two. Can't get it to go. But the foul will be called here against Paul Reed. And Isaiah Hartenstein will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Gabe Hall from Baylor. I did see that we did get Gabe Hall from Baylor to go ahead and see what he could do as an undrafted free agent, as the first one at the line is no good for Isaiah Hartenstein. But Gabe Hall is a D tackle, though, my guy. He's a D tackle. Second one at the line is no good here for the New York Knicks, and the 76ers will regain possession of the basketball here with some momentum. We'll look to go to work as Cameron Payne with the ball here for the 76ers. Going to go to his right. Payne faking the step back on the side step. Going to find Harris. Harris going to go to work. Harris going to have a bit of a look here against Josh Hart. Harris going to kick it out to Batum on a deep three. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by OG Anunoby into the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson looking. Going to lay it up for two is Hartenstein. He will finish at the cup and will get it to go. Here we go. Here's Cameron Payne with the ball. Payne going to his left. Payne going back to the right. Payne driving on the after the sidestep. Gets over to Reed, who will use his weight. Reed going to put it up with one hand for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by Jalen Brunson. And here come the New York Knicks. Brunson putting the dribbles on Batum. Gets it over to Hartenstein, who puts it in. Tough shot right there from Isaiah Hartenstein. And the New York Knicks off to a fast start here in the second quarter. The Sixers need to find a way to pick things up. As Max through the ball is going to lay it up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Miles McBride. And he'll bring it down the floor. McBride going to go to work. Going to lay it up for two. Picked up by Isaiah Hartenstein. But it will drop out of bounds. And it will go back to the 76ers. The Sixers need to gain a little bit of momentum here as they are off to a slow start here in the second quarter. Here we go. Here's Payne with the ball, bringing it down the other end. Going to flip it to Batum. Going to find Paul Reed. The 76ers have missed on either last 11 field goal attempts as Paul Reed touched the baseline and steps out of bounds. It will go to the way of the New York Knicks, and they will have possession of the basketball here. Come on, Sixers. We got to put in a shot after we play some defense. Need to put in a shot here. Let's go. As now Jalen Brunson with the ball here, guarded by Cameron Payne. Brunson working. The handles on Payne. Brunson sends Payne to the floor. Payne gets stepped on. No fouls called, but the New York Knicks missed the opportunity at the shot. Here's Maxey on the rebound. Going to find Harris up the baseline. Going to put it up for two. Can't get it to go. Gets the offensive rebound. Tries to put it the second time. Still can't get it to go. But the foul will be called against Josh Hart in shooting motion to send Tobias Harris to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. You see Cameron Payne get knocked to the floor by Jalen Brunson. Then he got stepped on, I think, which surprisingly nobody got called a foul for that, surprisingly. Very big surprise right there that no foul was called for stepping on Cameron Payne, but the first one at the line for Tobias Harris is good. This series alone, Tobias Harris has only been averaging 8.3 points per game and has not been doing that great as a player for the 76ers to go to as a potential option here for the team. Has to step up in a game like this, and so far he's off to a solid start with 8 points and 6 boards. Here we go. Both free throws at the line are good for Tobias Harris, just so you guys know. Here's Brunson with the ball, going to find Miles McBride jabbing against Payne. McBride dancing around, going to the right, on the inside, tries to find his man Achua, and he never had a chance to get back to the basketball as that was off the pass of Miles McBride. And once that ball was going out of bounds, Precious Achua was like, forget about it. I'm not going to hustle for it and slam it to the bench. But here we go. The Sixers will get back into the game. Kelly Oubre Jr. will enter the game here to replace Cameron Payne. Here's Maxey with the ball as Maxey gets back in the game as well. Maxey going to get it to Reed, who's going to lay it up for two, can't get it to go. And Batum can't finish either. Rebounded here by the Knicks. Here comes Miles McBride. McBride going to the right. Going to find Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to get it over to Jalen Brunson, who will flip it up to Anunoby as that poked away. Harris trying to hustle for the ball. Reed keeps it in play. They're going to say he went out of bounds with the ball, though. And they're going to say it stays with New York. Oh, yeah, his foot does touch the baseline. Oh, that sucks. Maxey with a nice poke from OG Anunoby. It's just that Paul Reed could not save it without staying in play. As Precious Achua now with the ball off the inbound. Tries to get to Anunoby, but the ball go out of bounds off of Tobias Harris. And it will stay with the New York Knicks, though, with 8.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 4.5 seconds remain here on the shot clock. Sixers struggling here to get some baskets here in the second quarter. Brunson set to inbound, inbounds it to Anunoby, who will drive, will lay it up, and gets it to go off the iron. And OG Anunoby with the nice finish right there for for the New York Knicks. Here's Maxey with the ball off the pass from Harris. Sixers are 0 for 6 from the field to begin the quarter. The New York Knicks are 3 of 5. Here's Maxey with the ball around a screen, drives, lays it up, gets denied by Achua, and it'll be rebounded here by the Knicks. Picked up by Josh Hart, who will find Brunson, who will put it up and in for 2. Jalen Brunson responding here, and just like that, bada bing, bada boom, it is a 4-point game, and a timeout called by Nick Nurse to talk things over with his team after a massive struggle here to start this second quarter for your Philadelphia 76ers. The New York Knicks are not going away just yet, ladies and gentlemen, as the score with just under 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter is the Philadelphia 76ers 29, the New York Knicks 25, as the New York Knicks are not going away from this Philadelphia 76ers team. I like the draft pick with Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I like it too. It's just that he's known for being like a coverage linebacker, you know what I mean? As long as he's not one of those Hassan Reddick-esque like linebackers that misses tackles and, just is not great when dropping back into coverage. If he's just not one of those type of players like Hassan Reddick was with the team, I think he'll be just fine in the linebacker room here for the Eagles. Like father, like son, yes sir, because Jeremiah Trotter did play for Philadelphia as well. The Sixers need to make some adjustments here. Like, you can't be letting New York come back like this. Like, come on, there's barely anybody doing anything for them when you look at the numbers. The only one doing anything right now is Jalen Brunson. You only have Isaiah Hardenstein with 6 points, but only 2 rebounds. OG Anunoby with 4 points and 4 rebounds. And then 1 measly point from Josh Hart with 6 rebounds. Nothing from the bench and nothing from Dante DiVincenzo. And this team is only up by 4 against them. The next best scorer on the team is Tobias Harris with 8 points. But at the pace that he's been playing the entire series, that's not going to last long. That's a guarantee. That is an absolute guarantee that it's not going to last long with Tobias Harris staying like that. As long as he has 8 points. Like, as we get the flashbacks here for the Villanova Wildcats, as we see Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson, and Josh Hart when they all paired up together at Villanova to play for the Wildcats. And just like that, they are here now in New York playing for the New York Knicks. Villanova just 13 miles away from the Wells Fargo Center, believe it or not. And see all the national championship trophies here for the Villanova Wildcats. But here we go. Here's Oubre going to put in some work, going to lay it up. Can't bank it home. Come on, Oubre. You need to make that. Here come the New York Knicks, bring it down the floor. Brunson with the ball. Going to flip it to Anunoby. Anunoby going to drive. Going to throw it down with one hand for the jam. Wow. The Sixers really cannot defend right now. Seriously. The Knicks are now on a 12-2 run in the last 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to flip it to Embiid. Embiid bounce passing it to Harris, who loses the ball. Gets out to Oubre somehow. Out to Embiid for 3. Swirls the iron, misses. And rebounded here by Precious Achiuwa into the hands of Josh Hart. And here come the New York Knicks. Hart going to his left. Hart going to hand it off to Brunson. Brunson dancing around. Brunson going to launch a 3-ball. Can't get it to go. Hart with the rebound. Out to McBride. Coming through. Finds Josh Hart. Bounce passing into Achua. Achua going to find Brunson. Brunson puts it up for 2 and hits it. Tough shot from Jalen Brunson right there. And the 76ers will look to hopefully put in a shot right here. As here come the Sixers. Here's Kyle Lowry with the ball. Coming around the beat screen. Going to flip it out to Maxey in the corner. Got it. Finally. It's about time. It is about time somebody would show up here for this team. It's about time somebody would show up. As Jalen Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Kelly Oubre. Jabbing. Brunson going back to the outside. Now going to drive. Going to lay it up for 2. Puts it in. Plus the foul. Foul's going to be called on Kelly Oubre, and the New York Knicks with an opportunity here to tie this game up at 32 points apiece. And the free throw here for Jalen Brunson is good. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, this game is tied at 32 with just outside 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here's Kyle Lowry bringing the ball down the floor off the pass from Embiid. Jalen Brunson with 19 points of the New York Knicks 32, 7 in the quarter. Here's Kyle Lowry driving. Lowry going to put it up on a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And here come the New York Knicks. Hart on the handoff to Anunoby. There'll be a blocking foul here against Kyle Lowry. And the New York Knicks will once again have possession of the basketball here. .5:44 to go. Here in the first half, the New York Knicks will inbound with an opportunity to take the lead. Jalen Brunson set to inbound here. Jalen Brunson inbounding now. Over to Miles McBride. Going to find Jalen Brunson again. Brunson going to go to work against Maxey. The battle of the Wildcats. Brunson from Villanova. Maxey from Kentucky. Brunson with the fadeaway. And the Villanova prospect here wins the battle over Tyrese. Here we go. There's Kyle Lowry with the ball. Lowry going to find Embiid. Embiid going to go to work. Pump faking, now driving. Embiid going to lose the ball. It's going to stay with the Sixers. As we see Jalen Brunson with the tough shot here for New York. Inbound passes in here from Lowry to Embiid. Embiid looking, going to drive, going to spin. Embiid going to put it up for 2. Can't get it to go. But a foul will be called as a blocking foul here against Miles McBride. And Joel Embiid will head to the cherry stripe here to once again shoot 2 more free throws. Embiid tried to bank it home and just missed the opportunity for the and one. We need these free throws, Joel. Let's go. First one at the line is good. Neither team is shooting the ball well here on both sides. Jalen Brunson absolutely carrying the New York Knicks. Joel Embiid carrying the 76ers on their backs right now. As well as some lineup changes here. Nico Batum enters the game for Tobias Harris. And Dante DiVincenzo for the New York Knicks will enter the game to replace Jalen Brunson. Second one at the line is also good for Joel Embiid. Embiid with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting the ball 5-11 from the field. Here's McBride with the ball, going to find Anunoby, going to get it to DiVincenzo, going to find McBride. McBride going to come through with the cross. McBride going to put it up for 2 and puts it in. A tough shot from Miles McBride. And the Sixers will look to respond as the New York Knicks regain the lead. Maxey out to Batum, going to find Lowry, who pump fakes, kicks out to Batum, out to Maxey for 3, and got it to go! Tyrese Maxey has the 76ers regaining the lead by 1. The Sixers specifically have not shot the ball that well in the quarter, but it's about who does it better. Here's Josh Hart with the ball. Hart going to kick it out to Achua for 2. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Batum into the hands of Maxey. And here come the Sixers. Maxey with the ball going to drive. Maxey, the sidestep mid-range jumper. Can't get to fall. Rebounded by Anunoby. Out to Josh Hart. Hart out to DiVincenzo for 3. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Achua, who is not able to finish. But a foul will be called against Nico Batum. And Precious Achua will have an opportunity to give the New York Knicks the lead right back as we go back and forth here in the second quarter. Less than 4 minutes remain. Precious Achua now to shoot the 2 free throws. First one at the line is good for Precious Achua. Embiid is absolutely gassed right now. As he has been playing basically the whole first half, apart from a couple minutes by Paul Reed. Second one at the line is no good for Precious Achua, but Batum will pick up the rebound here, and now it'll go into the hands of Kyle Lowry, who will run the Sixers offense, who will flip it out to Embiid. Embiid going to go to work, going to put in some nasty work, going to find Maxey. Maxey going to flip it back to Embiid. Embiid going to put in some work against Achua. Embiid going to drive. Embiid going to put it up for 2. Tries banking it home, but cannot get it to go. The foul will be called on Precious Achua, and Joel Embiid will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Isaiah Hardenstein set to check in here to replace Precious Achua. And DeAnthony Melton also about ready to check in to replace Kyle Lowry. First one of the line is good for Joel Embiid. And now they will officially check back in. Joel Embiid will attempt the second free throw. Hope to increase the Sixers lead back up to 2. You see Jalen Brunson absolutely gassed on the bench right now. He has put in all the work here for New York and is the reason that they are down by single digits to the 76ers. He is their main reason. Without Brunson, this team is in shambles based on how the rest of the team is shooting. As the second one at the line is good for Joel Embiid. And now here come the Knicks with the ball. Here's Miles Deuce McBride. McBride going to get over to Isaiah Hardenstein, who will hand it off to Anunoby. Coming on the inside. Anunoby going to lay it up. Can't get to go off the window. Maxey with the rebound. Maxey will run the floor. Maxey guarded by McBride, cutting to the right. Finds Oubre, wide open for 3. And got it. Kelly Oubre launching a 3-ball and gets it to go. Massive shot from Kelly Oubre and a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. Let's go. Come on. Way to put in some work, Kelly. Come on now. When somebody's down, the next man steps up. And Kelly Oubre, that's you. Let's put in some work. Timeout called by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over with the team as Kelly Oubre increases the lead up to 5 as the score right now with 3:09 remaining here in the second quarter. Kendall Milton is a nice running back. He's going to be a nice addition to the team. Will Shipley is nice, and if Saquon Barkley gets hurt, it's going to be Will Shipley as the next man. He's going to be the next man up. That's a guarantee. But ladies and gents, really quickly, somebody go ahead and answer our trivia question of the day before the first half comes to a close here. Who was the first Philadelphia 76er to have his jersey number retired? And once you guys identify the player, what was the number that that player ended up retiring? Go ahead and give me your answer down below in the chat. I will leave this up until the second quarter resumes here. So hopefully you guys will have an opportunity to look at the question and hopefully answer it. Anybody who's watched the Philadelphia 76ers for a long time or just knows a good history about the team is probably going to know this question. But I'm going to tell you guys one thing. If it's not for Jalen Brunson, this team only has 16 points right now. Maybe a little more if somebody else were to step up. But the next best scorer on the team outside of Jalen Brunson with 21 is actually a tie between OG Anunoby and Isaiah Hartenstein with 6 points apiece. So nobody has stepped up here for the New York Knicks outside of Jalen Brunson. And it's kind of been the same way for Joel Embiid too. I mean, Maxi's been making shots. He's been making his three-pointers, but has to find a way to work the inside. He has to find a way to work the inside and get the job done from the inside when we need baskets on the interior. And then Oubre's doing a decent job, I would say. Tobias Harris, you just need to keep doing what you're doing. 8 points. You got to be that role player, my guy. Kyle Lowry, you got to find a way to get your shots together from the field. And this bench needs to pick it up as well. Guys, we are once again giving you guys until halftime to go ahead and answer the trivia question because we're not going to have it up the entire live stream here because I feel like it should not take people this long to go ahead and answer a trivia question. As DiVincenzo with the ball, as we get back to the game, finds Josh Hart to Anunoby for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Embiid in the hands of Oubre. And the Sixers will keep possession of the basketball here. As Josh Hart will foul, I do believe Kelly Oubre on the floor. Kelly Oubre did get fouled, I do believe, and now the Sixers will bring it down the floor. Here's Maxey with the ball. Maxey standing at the logo. Maxey going to his left. Maxey faking the step back, finds Embiid. Embiid going to put some work in against Hartenstein. Embiid pump faking. Going to put it up for two now. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Anunoby, and here come the New York Knicks now. Anunoby with the ball, going to drive and take this one coast to coast as he finishes very nicely here for New York. Got to give him credit where credit's due. Maxey loses the ball, but is fouled in shooting motion by Josh Hart. Let's go. Come on. And it looks like the New York Knicks are out of fouls to give here in the first half. So Tyrese Maxey will be shooting free throws. 2 free throws coming here for Tyrese. A bit of a low-scoring first half here for both sides here, as both teams have struggled to go ahead and shoot the basketball, both on the outside and the inside. The first one at the line is good for Maxey. Lineup changes coming here for both the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. Kyle Lowry will enter the game here to replace Nico Batum for the Sixers, and Miles McBride will enter the game here to replace Josh Hart. Sixers shooting the ball 4 of 13 from three-point range. The New York Knicks shooting the ball 1 for 9. Maxey to go ahead and attempt the second free throw here, which he does make perfectly by Tyrese. The team who wins this game is probably going to be the team that can figure out that three-point shooting. That's going to be the team who wins this game. As Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Brunson going to have a look and kick it out to Deuce McBride for 3, and Miles McBride hits it. Deuce is the nickname to Miles McBride, if you guys did not know, for your fact of the day. Here's Maxey with the ball looking to respond. Maxey with a minute 50 remaining here in the first half. Maxey jabbing here, working against McBride. Going to the left. Maxey to the right. Maxey kicking out to Lowry. Pump faking. Kicking out to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid going to try to put some work in. Loses the ball. Tries to get it back. The ball is on the ground. Still on the ground. Picked up by Oubre. Oubre trying to put it up. Denied by Anunoby. And Anunoby will send it down the floor. We'll find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to kick it out to McBride. Launching a 3-ball and got it. And a tough shot right there by Miles McBride, putting the New York Knicks up by 1. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball, looking to put some work right back. Maxey going to flip it back to Lowry. Lowry going to put some work in. Less than a minute to go. Lowry going to kick it back to Maxey. Maxey, the sidestep, the fadeaway, and the mid-range jump shot is good for Tyrese. Tough shot from the Mad Max. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Anunoby with the ball going to the left. Anunoby, punch some work and coming on the inside, lays it up. Can't get it home. Rebounded by Maxey. We'll bring it down the floor. Maxey, the kick out to Lowry for three. And the triple is good for Kyle Lowry. Tough shot from the veteran, from the 38-year-old. Brunson with the ball, putting the handles on against Oubre. Brunson looking. Trying to attack around the Hardenstein screen. Brunson, the fadeaway, the one-handed shot is good for Jalen Brunson. About 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Maxey will bring it down the floor, and the Sixers will take their time. This will pretty much be the last possession as well here for the Sixers. And the last possession of the first half. Maxey looking, finds Lowry. Lowry launching a deep shot. Can't get it to go off the front rim, and that is how the first half will come to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia 76ers off to a slow start, started to pick it up, but that quarter was won by the New York Knicks, as the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first half will lead the New York Knicks in a very close and low-scoring game as of right now, with the score being 49-47. As ladies and gents, on that note, we have approached halftime. That's a solid first half right there, ladies and gentlemen. I will not complain. After a slow start, the Sixers really did start to pick it up in that second quarter. They started to pick it up, and that's exactly what you want to see. Star Wars 99 says Dr. J. It was not Dr. J. But Star Wars 99, you are on the right track, as your hint for this answer is arguably a top 5, possibly top 6 greatest 76er of all time. You are on the right track, though. Let's keep that lead, Sixers. That's right, MC. Let's go. That's right, MC. Let's go. Come on. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the first half stats here. And then we'll go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do here on the channel. So starting it off here on the New York Knicks side of things here, Jalen Brunson leads the way right now for the New York Knicks, finishing the first half with 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists. OG Anunoby following it up with nearing a double-double of 8 points and 9 rebounds, as well as 3 blocks. Miles McBride off the bench, finishing the first half with 8 points and 2 rebounds. Isaiah Hardenstein finishing off the first half with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Josh Hart struggling right now here for New York, but ends off the first half with a singular point, 7 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a block. And then rounding it off here off the bench here for the New York Knicks is Precious Achiuwa, who ends off the first half with a point, 2 rebounds, and a block to end off the first half stats here for the New York Knicks. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side now, as Joel Embiid leads the way here for the Philadelphia 76ers, as he ends off the first half with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, as well as a steal and a block each. Tyrese Maxey following it up with the first half performance of 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tobias Harris following it up in the starting 5 with the first half performance of 8 points and 6 rebounds. Kelly Oubre following it up with a performance of 7 points, a rebound, and an assist, as well as a block each to end off the first half. Kyle Lowry ending off the first half with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists to end off the first half. And then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers side is Nico Batum, as he ends off the first half with a point, 4 rebounds, and an assist to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats now, as the New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 47.6% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 36.4%. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 33.3% from three-point range to the New York Knicks 27.3%. Nobody's shooting the ball well from three as of right now on both sides. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 92.3% from the free throw line to the New York Knicks 44.4%. The New York Knicks, by the way, shooting the ball 4 of 9 from the free throw line. The Sixers shooting the ball 12 of 13. In terms of rebounds, the Philadelphia 76ers are out-rebounding the New York Knicks just barely, 26-25 overall. But both teams are tied in offensive rebounds right now with 5 offensive rebounds apiece. Assists go in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers over the New York Knicks 14-9. Steals go in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers 1-0. Blocks go in favor of the New York Knicks 5-3. The turnover battle favors the 76ers so far, with them only having 2 and the New York Knicks having 4. Points in the paint goes in favor of the New York Knicks 26-16. And a total of 16 personal fouls called, 9 fouls called on the Philadelphia 76ers, and 7 fouls called on the New York Knicks. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the first half stats go ahead and come to a close here. We're going to go ahead and go through the chat here before we go ahead and end off the half. I'm going to reveal to you guys the answer to the trivia question as well while we go ahead and get through the chat. But Star Wars 99, you were actually wrong in saying Dr. J, my guy, so unfortunately that is not right. Just keep that lead, Sixers. Hopefully they are able to NC. Hopefully they are able to hang on to this one. This is Allen Iverson. No, you're getting colder, Star Wars 99. Let me just go ahead and reveal the answer for you. But ladies and gentlemen, our trivia question of the day was, who was the first Philadelphia 76ers to have his jersey number retired, and what was that number as soon as you guys were to go ahead and name the player? Since nobody could go ahead and get the answer right, I'm going to go ahead and unveil the answer. And you guys might be a little shocked about this one, but it is going to be none other than arguably the 5th greatest 76er of all time, potentially number 6 if you want to go ahead and consider it, but because they might be interchangeable between him and Charles Barkley. But Hal Greer was the first Philadelphia 76er to have his number retired, and that jersey number that was retired was number 15 that he wore in his tenure as a Philadelphia 76er. So there is your answer to our trivia question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everyone that did participate, though, which was mainly Star Wars 99, but still, hopefully you guys do go ahead and get the next trivia question here. I hope to make it a little easier on you guys so we can get a little bit more participation, but at the end of the day, ladies and gents, it is what it is. Ladies and gents, on that note, though, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do here on the channel. Go ahead and change the background a little bit because we need to go ahead and change it for when we do have the halftime break. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do on the channel. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers here in Game 4 of the first round. And ladies and gents, on that note, I will see you all back here for the second half. All right, guys, I am back, ready to go here for the second half. As the second half is about to go ahead and get underway, we welcome you guys back to the second half here on this Sunday afternoon between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers, where the New York Knicks are down to the Philadelphia 76ers right now, I should say, with the Sixers leading the away team 49-47 as the second half is officially underway right now. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball here for New York. Brunson going to back in against Maxey, going to have some space. Brunson going to go to work, going to come on the inside, going to find Hardenstein, who will put a shot up for two and puts it in through the hole. Tough basket right there to start the second half for Isaiah Hardenstein on the floater. Second half gets back to getting down to business here as Max threw the ball here for the Sixers, looking for a response, guarded by Hardenstein. Maxey going to kick it out to Lowry, back to Harris, or rather back to Maxey, I should say. Maxey going to drive, going to put it up for two and hits it. Tough shot by Tyrese to have the Sixers regain the lead early on. Let's go. Come on. Put it right back. Come on. Let's go. As Hardenstein with the ball now gives it up to Anunoby, who will find Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to have a little bit of a look here at the top of the key. Going to find Isaiah Hardenstein. Hardenstein with the ball in one hand. Going to dribble. Guarded by Embiid. Losing the ball. The ball's going to stay here with New York, but a foul is called against Kelly Oubre. And the New York Knicks will have an opportunity here to tie this game back up or take the lead possibly. 10:53 remains here in the third quarter, just slightly over a minute in as Brunson inbounds to Hardenstein. Hardenstein going to have a bit of a look here. Hardenstein going to hand it off to Josh Hart. Hart going to find Anunoby. Anunoby going to spin. Anunoby going to send Kyle Lowry packing, puts it up and puts it in. Tough shot right there from OG Anunoby. Retying this game back up at 51. Here we go. Here's Maxey bringing the ball down the floor. Maxey walking. Maxey guarded by Josh Hart, going to find Embiid. Embiid pump faking against Hardenstein. Fades away on the shot for two from the free throw line and hits it. Tough shot from outside the free throw line from Joel Embiid. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball here for New York. Brunson going to have a bit of a look. Finds his man, Anunoby, who will spin. Anunoby going to kick it out to Josh Hart for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kelly Oubre. And here come the Sixers as Lowry now has it into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey, a deep three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded here by Anunoby. And here come the New York Knicks as he gives it off to Brunson. Brunson going to back in. Working against Maxey. And a foul will be called here against Kyle Lowry. And the New York Knicks will keep the ball in possession as the foul will be called on the floor. Nothing necessary here in terms of any free throws or anything like that. Just an inbound pass here coming from OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby set to inbound. Inbounds to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's averaged over 20 points in a game in this series. And in this game today, he has a singular point as the shot put up by Jalen Brunson is no good. Rebounded here by Tobias Harris. Harris going to go ahead and put in some work. Going to flip it to Embiid at the top. Embiid pump faking against Hardenstein. Embiid throwing an absolute dart to Maxey, who will go to work, put the shot up, and gets it to go. Plus the foul here for Tyrese Mad Max Maxey. And Maxey who headed to the charity stripe here to shoot one more and potentially make it a 5-point ball game. Maxey flies past DiVincenzo, puts the shot up, and gets it to go perfectly with the foul being called against Jalen Brunson. Tough shot for Tyrese, as he'll be set to go ahead and attempt the free throw here to complete the three-point play, which he does perfectly. Tough shot from Tyrese right there on the initial first shot on the driving layup. Maxey with 18 points now with 3 assists, shooting the ball 3 of 5 from three-point range. Here's Anunoby with the ball, going to find Josh Hart, going to flip it to DiVincenzo, going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to his right. Brunson going to find Isaiah Hardenstein, who will lay it up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Embiid in the hands of Kyle Lowry. Lowry with the ball, going to have a look out to Oubre. Open for three from the corner and hits it. Kelly Oubre Jr. with a 23-foot shot from the corner, puts it up and puts it in. And a timeout call by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over with this team after their New York Knicks are having a slow start here in the first quarter, as so far through just over 3 minutes of play is the Philadelphia 76ers 59 and the New York Knicks with 51. There you go, guys. There is your score. I got rid of the other banner. I have no idea why that was the case, but the other banner is back. Great start for Philadelphia to begin this second half. That is exactly what you want to see. In terms of foul trouble, Josh Hart with 3 fouls here for the New York Knicks, and Jalen Brunson also has 2. OG Anunoby, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has officially approached a double-double here of 10 points and 10 boards. There's 10 rebounds, all came on the defensive side of the ball, with 3 blocks to go with. I mean, OG Anunoby's having a solid game for New York. It's just that Jalen Brunson needs a second option out there, and a true second option is not just going to be shooting from the field from inside the arc every single shot. Like the 76ers, when you look at them, they got Tyrese Maxey, they have Joel Embiid, and they have Kelly Oubre right now, all stepping up, especially Kelly Oubre, which I want to see as the team's third option. What really needs to get going, though, ladies and gentlemen, is this bench. This bench needs to really have a tongue of fire underneath their bottoms and in their heads right now. This bench needs a little tongue of fire. Come on, let's get back to business here in the second half. Let's go. Dawn Staley in attendance at this game for the celebrities, as well as Micah Parsons and CJ Stroud actually came to Philadelphia, as well as Dr. J and Allen Iverson. So we got a lot of celebrities up in the building here. And Adam Silver is also here watching this game as well as the NBA commissioner. Here we go. The third quarter officially continues here. The New York Knicks will have possession of the basketball. As Jalen Brunson with the ball will find Anunoby, and we'll get it over to Josh Hart, who will lose the ball. The ball nearly touches the backcourt as Josh Hart barely saves it, but flips out to Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to find DiVincenzo for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Embiid. Says, give me the rebound. And the Sixers will keep possession of the basketball here as the New York Knicks will be called for a foul on the floor, resulting in a turnover. Specifically, the foul was on Isaiah Hartenstein for the loose ball foul. 76ers started this game shooting the ball 1 of 9 from 3-point range, and ever since that point, they are now 5 for 8. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey looking, spinning. Maxey going to flip it to Lowry. Lowry going to flip it up to Embiid. Embiid going to kick it out to Maxey. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. Off the sidestep, rebounding here by Josh Hart. In the hands of Jalen Brunson, who will drive, lay it up, try to bank it home. Can't do so. DiVincenzo comes away with the rebound off of the pass from Hartenstein. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Harris. As the ball swirled the iron and missed it. Here's Lowry with the ball. Lowry going to find Harris. Going to put some work in against Anunoby, who goes up and puts it in. Tough shot for Tobias Harris. And that's exactly what you need to see. You cannot have Tobias Harris disappear if he has to be a player stepping up for the team. As Anunoby with the ball will find Josh Hart. Josh Hart puts it up, and a charge is called against Josh Hart as Kyle Lowry falls to the floor, gets hit on the face, and Kyle Lowry is down. He's probably just trying to make sure no blood is shedding, but that is a charge on Josh Hart. And Beats potentially asking for a challenge to see if this should go up to a flagrant 1. And that is the 4th foul, actually, on Josh Hart. That is the 4th foul. That's foul number 4 on Josh Hart. I'm surprised the Sixers, or are they looking at this for a flagrant 1? They might be looking at this for a flagrant, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up 1 second. Jalen Brunson's having a conference with these officials right now, like he's the governor of the United States of America. This man delivered an elbow at Kyle Lowry. Come on, dude. If that's not a flagrant 1, I'm going to lose it. Practically delivered an elbow at Kyle Lowry. And I don't know what Jalen Brunson's complaining about. Like, we're not even looking at the play where Jalen Brunson got hit. We're looking at the play where Josh Hart hit Kyle Lowry, so stop it. Players are just full of drama. Like, what are we doing here? Are we challenging it or not? What did they call it? Looks like they did. Looks like the challenge was successful. Nick Nurse was the player trying to challenge it. Was the one trying to challenge it on the coaching side. Oubre with the ball, going to launch a 3 or down the other end. Are the Sixers can't get to go. Rebounded here by the New York Knicks. Isaiah Hartenstein with the ball, going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to try a drive, going to work underneath. Brunson going to kick it out to Anunoby, who will now drive. Anunoby going to put in some work. Going to fade away on the shot for 2. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Maxey. And here come the Sixers. Maxey with the ball, going to find Embiid. Embiid going to try to deliver it to Oubre. And Oubre could not handle the pass as he did not have 2 hands on the basketball. Tried to corral with 1, and that is just not going to work for you. And now the New York Knicks will regain possession of the basketball here. Under 7 minutes to play here in the third. Here's Brunson with the ball going to his left. Brunson going to spin against Oubre, now guarded by Harris. Here's Brunson matching up. Faking the step back, puts it up. Makes contact with Tobias Harris. And the foul as Jalen Brunson makes the shot and will head to the charity stripe for 1 more. The pull-up shot for Jalen Brunson is good, plus the foul called against Tobias Harris. And Jalen Brunson will also go ahead and shoot 1 free throw, potentially making it a 7-point game, assuming he completes the 3-point play. The free throw by Jalen Brunson is good. 6:50 remains here in the third, and we have a 7-point game. Jalen Brunson's been the only player basically doing anything for New York. You can consider OG Anunoby one of those players, but anything where OG Anunoby is not shooting the ball from outside is not really stepping up when it matters. As Oubre with the ball is going to drive. Oubre going to put it up for 2 and is fouled by Isaiah Hartenstein. And Kelly Oubre will head to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Isaiah Hartenstein is losing his ever-loving mind. You got Jalen Brunson and Joel Embiid having a little quarrel here, having an argument between the officials. The officials trying to split it up between Embiid and Brunson. We're having a little debate here on the floor. But now Kelly Oubre to shoot 2 free throws from the line. First one at the line is good from Kelly Oubre. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. And we did get an update on Bojan Bogdanovic. He will be out for the remainder of the game against the Sixers, so he will not return to this afternoon's contest. Joel Embiid and Jalen Brunson have been the main players on the floor for their respective sides. Second one at the line is good for Kelly Oubre. Although Maxey has been stepping up, though, to say the least, so the 76ers do have a true second option and third option as Kelly Oubre has started to pick it up as well. As Jalen Brunson with the ball will go to work against Kelly Oubre. Will come on the inside, will pull up a shot for 2 and hits it. Tough shot right there from Jalen Brunson. Now here come the 76ers. As Harris has the ball, gets over to Embiid at the top of the key, going to find Maxey. Maxey going to work against DiVincenzo. Maxey going to hopefully try to find a gap. Tries to put it up for 2, and a charge is called on Tyrese Maxey. Come on, Tyrese. As he's losing his ever-loving mind on the floor. Nick Nurse is like, you cannot be serious. Maxey's like, I didn't even do anything. And it really did not look like Maxey even did anything, if we're being completely honest. Brunson of 3 swirls the iron, misses. Rebound here, Bunny, and beating into the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey bringing the ball down the floor here. Maxey backing in against DiVincenzo. Gets it to Embiid. Embiid loses the ball, and Embiid miscommunicates with Maxey massively. That's the last thing you want to do, is turn the ball over when the Knicks are only down by 7, potentially 5 or 4 coming up. As Josh Hart with the ball going to spin and lose the ball. The ball goes to the backcourt. Maxey picks it up just in time. Maxey in the corner launching a 3 over. Brunson swirls the iron, misses it. Rebounded by DiVincenzo in the hands of Josh Hart. Hart coming on the inside, going to go to work, and to find Anunoby with the flush. And OG Anunoby off the assist from Josh Hart puts the New York Knicks down by 5. Here we go. As Embiid with the ball, going to try to find Oubre, who tries to save it. The ball touches the baseline, and the New York Knicks will regain possession of the basketball here. Come on, man. Stop turning the ball over. Come on. Stop turning the ball over. Let's go. Now the New York Knicks having some forward momentum here. They're starting to make this a little bit competitive here as Brunson has the ball. Brunson for the moment is double teamed. Now Harris comes on him. Brunson looking. Brunson going to drive. Brunson thinking about 2, puts it up and puts it in off the bank. Jalen Brunson with a nice shot here for New York, and the New York Knicks only down by 3 to the 76ers. And the timeout, it will be called here by Nick Nurse to talk things over here with his team, as they have had a couple bad possessions, just both defensively and a couple bad possessions offensively where they have turned the ball over. They will look to fix that coming out of commercial break, as it is the Philadelphia 76ers with 63 and the New York Knicks with 60, with 4:47 remaining here in the third quarter. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you one thing. Jalen Brunson is absolutely going insane right now. He's going crazy. I mean, the team hasn't had a reliable second option, though. Like, Dante DiVincenzo has been 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. Josh Hart's 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. Isaiah Hartenstein only has 8 points, has yet to get in double figures. We'll probably get into that some point here in the second half. And then their bench outside of Miles McBride, when you take it away, has only been Precious Achiuwa because Bojan Bogdanovic only played a minute. And Precious Achiuwa has done basically nothing for the team. But not shooting the 3 ball will not get it done for New York. I'm just going to say that right now. especially if Maxey continues to get red hot and if Kelly Oubre continues to pick things up. Because those two have been the main three-point shooters for the team. Nobody else has really picked it up. You got Tobias Harris, who has yet to take a three-pointer. You have Joel Embiid, who's 0 for 3 from three-point range. You have Kyle Lowry, who's 1 for 3. You have Nico Batum, who's 0 for 1. You have Paul Reed and Cameron Payne, who have yet to take a 3. And then you got DeAnthony Melton, who's 0 for 2. The 76ers have 4 players in double figures and are barely beating the Knicks. Because, I mean, outside of the 4 players in double figures, the team has a combined 7 points. That's literally all coming from Kyle Lowry and Nico Batum. We got nothing from Paul Reed in 4 minutes. We got nothing from Cameron Payne in 6 minutes. And we have nothing from DeAnthony Melton in 6 minutes. This team needs to figure it out, and they need to figure out fast. Because if the Knicks go ahead and start to go ahead and get some forward momentum like they're doing right now, it is not going to be pretty. And it's going to come back and sting you like anyone bothering a bee when it's trying to just go ahead and do its job. It's going to come back and sting you if you don't step up and if New York continues to have this momentum that they're on right now. Jalen Brunson is so locked in. He's the only player outside of OG Anunoby that's doing anything for New York. He's the only player doing anything. As Cameron Payne with the ball will bring it down the floor as he checks back in, gets it over to Embiid, and Batum comes in. Here's Embiid working against Hardenstein, tries to put it up, and is fouled. Let's go. Let's go. Keep giving Embiid these free throws. The Knicks fans can cry all they want. They can cry all they want about Joel Embiid getting free throws. They can cry all they want. It ain't going to hold him back for the fact that Joel Embiid is stepping in the charity stripe. Joel Embiid will look to give the 76ers a potential 5-point lead as the first one is good for Joel. Come on. Let's go. We have Game 4s continuing tonight and today and tomorrow as the LA Clippers will take on the Dallas Mavericks tonight at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pretty much after this game. So the 76ers will look to go ahead and get the win and tie this series going back to MSG. Both free throws go to the line here for Joel Embiid. As now Jalen Brunson has the ball. Brunson going to his right, working against Batum. Brunson going to his left. Brunson making Cameron Payne starting to jab. Brunson coming on the inside. He gets denied by Payne, and Maxey picks it up. What a play from Cameron Payne from behind. Maxey the ball out to Batum, out to Oubre for 3. Can't get it to go. Too strong off the rim. Rebounding here by New York. Here comes Josh Hart, who will find DiVincenzo, who lost the ball, but Cameron Payne is going to be fouled. Is going to be called for the foul, I should say. It's going to be a foul on the floor, so nothing major, just an inbound pass coming here for New York. Inbound pass is in here from OG Anunoby to Josh Hart, who will find Isaiah Hardenstein. Hardenstein going to hand it off to Jalen Brunson. And a foul will be called against Tyrese Maxey now as he's scratching his head in confusion and delay. Foul trouble for the 76ers is Kyle Lowry and Max, as well as Tyrese Maxey and Nico Batum, each with 3 fouls right now here for Philadelphia. First one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson, realistically, ladies and gentlemen, has been the only player that has been the only one doing anything for the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks want to step up in this game. They're going to need another scoring option, or they're going to need to get Anunoby to start shooting threes and making them. Because he has been their second option. It has not been DiVincenzo, it hasn't been Josh Hart, and it has not been Isaiah Hardenstein. Second one at the line is good, by the way, for Jalen Brunson. 32 points for Jalen Brunson, 32 out of the team, 62, and 9 points in the quarter. Max threw the ball, going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid going to work against Hartenstein. Embiid driving, puts it up for two, and another foul is called on Isaiah Hartenstein. All these Knicks fans are crying in the Wells Fargo Center. I don't want to hear no excuses. Your center chooses to foul one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league in Joel Embiid, and that's one of the last players, when as healthy as humanly possible, that you want to foul. It doesn't matter how healthy Joel Embiid is. That's one of the last players you want to foul. The Knicks fans can cry all they want. Their center chose to foul Joel Embiid, so it's not Embiid's problem. So y'all can be quiet. First one at the line is good for Joel Embiid, and I don't know why these Knicks fans have the fours up. I don't even know why these Knicks fans have the fours up right now. This is ridiculous. Unless if they're putting the four up to indicate that Isaiah Hartenstein has 4 fouls, which is probably what they're actually indicating. As the second one at the line is good here for Joel Embiid, and it's a 5-point game favoring the 76ers. Here comes Brunson crossing half court, guarded by Batum. Brunson going to his left. Brunson guarded by Batum again. Brunson driving, spinning. Brunson kicking out to Josh Hart. Hart looking, driving, laying it up. Can't get it to go, but is fouled on the play by Joel Embiid. And Josh Hart will get some help here getting up, but he is bending that leg and will now get up as Joel Embiid's called for the foul, and Josh Hart will step back to the charity stripe. And will look to have an opportunity to get on the board here. Josh Hart has not been that efficient today. Whether if it's rebounding, whether if it's being a scoring option on offense, he has not been efficient whatsoever. But 2 more free throws coming here for Josh Hart as he shakes it off and is going to kind of limp his way over to the free throw line. 9 rebounds for Josh Hart. 1 singular point. 0 for 4 from the field is Josh Hart as well. First one at the line is good for Josh Hart. My guy JB, that's my guy Jeffrey Burris. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. So salutations. I just woke up and now getting ready for the Mavs stream. Hey, shout out to you, my guy, for the grind, my guy. Appreciate you coming through and supporting. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Jeff. Appreciate you coming through the stream. My guy Star Wars 99 says John Russ. I'm not sure what that's referring to, but it is what it is. Second one at the line is no good for Josh Hart, and the 76ers will take over the basketball. Here come the Philadelphia 76ers. As Cameron Payne with the ball is going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid guarded by Anunoby, backing in. Embiid driving, kicking it out. Maxey has it out to Oubre in the corner. Got it to go off the front of the rim. I originally thought it was going to go the first time, but it looked like it was going to be short, but Kelly Oubre Jr. gets a lucky bounce. 15 points for Kelly Oubre as the team's third option. As Isaiah Hartenstein with the ball, gets it over to DiVincenzo, launching a 3, and finally Dante DiVincenzo gets on the board here for New York. Actually, he's been on the board. He had another 3. I'm not sure when it was. It must have been in the first quarter. I'm not even sure when he hit another 3, though. Here we go. Here's Cameron Payne with the ball. Payne at the top of the key, going to his right. Payne going to flip it back to Embiid. Embiid finds his man. It's going to be Cameron Payne. Payne going to have a look. Payne launching a deep 3. Too strong off the back. The rim is going to miss it. It's going to be rebounded here by the New York Knicks. DiVincenzo trying to respond with another one and hits it. Tough shot right there from Dante DiVincenzo. So the first 3 that was made was the first one of the game by Dante DiVincenzo, and he made that second one on the last attempt as Embiid responds with a 3 of his own. As the first 3 of the game made by Joel Embiid. Embiid trying to figure things out here. 23 points Embiid is working with. Brunson another 3 and got it. Tough shot from Jalen Brunson, as he has been basically the only player that's done anything for this New York Knicks team outside of OG Anunoby, who has just been working on the inside. Embiid putting up for 2 and is fouled once again. You cannot stop Joel Embiid. Stop him all you want and cry all you want. Cry all you want. Isaiah Hartenstein will take a seat on the bench and that's number 5 on Isaiah Hardenstein. Cry all you want, Knicks fans. Y'all chose to have your center guard Joel Embiid. You cannot stop Joel. You can't stop him. Whine all you want, New York fans. Y'all are probably some of the most obnoxious fans I've ever seen in my life. Y'all cry for every call and you don't get anything. So stop it. So now it looks like it's going to be Precious Achiuwa stepping into the game here as Joel Embiid misses the first free throw. Kyle Lowry will also enter the game to replace Cameron Payne, and DeAnthony Melton will enter the game here to replace Tyrese Maxey. So both the starting guards will get replaced here for the 76ers as Joel Embiid does make the second free throw. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Bring it down the floor. Brunson going to go to work against Nico Batum. Brunson coming on the inside. Brunson puts it up, denied by Embiid, who swats it into the first row of the courtside seats. Embiid says, get that out of here, but is grabbing that knee again. Joel, just please get up. Please get up. Looks like Embiid is okay. He better be, because we need Joel. This man is literally our anchor. Embiid is our anchor right now, man. Embiid is our absolute anchor. Come on. Yeah, John Ross is trying out. I did see that. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. I don't think John Ross officially signed the contract, though. Isaiah Hardenstein with a tough shot puts it up and puts it in. Rather, excuse me, that is Dante DiVincenzo. Here we go. Here come the 76ers as Lowry with the ball gets it over to Embiid. Embiid staying on the outside, guarded by Anunoby. Embiid finds Lowry. Lowry looking, back to Embiid it goes. Embiid with the mismatch against Anunoby puts it up and is fouled once again. And the Knicks fans are still crying. Ha ha ha! Oh, New York fans, how much you love it when your players are getting fouled all the time. Your players choose these matchups. How about you choose someone that can actually guard Joel Embiid instead of foul him every single play after play after play? Oh, New York fans. Oh, New York fans. Can't imagine being a Knicks fan, man. It's crazy. First one at the line is good for Joel Embiid. Bro, this is unbelievable. This is insane. Ha ha. Oh, New York fans. You don't have anyone that can stop Joel. Come on. Come on. Where are the New York fans at? Come on. They're all quiet right now. They're all standing around. They're all saying all their words to Embiid. They could say them all they want. Embiid's not even bothered by that. He's not even bothered by his injuries either. Second one at the line is good for Joel Embiid. Whether if Embiid's got Bell's palsy or is injured with the knee, he's not even bothered by it. He's got 26 points overall and 12 in the quarter. Come on. Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Brunson going to have a bit of a look here. Brunson going to the right. Brunson kicking out to Josh Hart. Hart going to work here against Kelly Oubre. Going to find Jalen Brunson again. Brunson puts it up for 2. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart out to DiVincenzo for 3. And he can't respond. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And here we go again with this offensive rebounding nonsense. As Brunson now with the ball. Brunson just waiting. Just going to let the time run down. Puts it up. Gets it to go. They're going to say it's an and one opportunity as well for Jalen Brunson. Wow. Unreal. Jalen Brunson is literally the only reason that this game is tied. This game is only tied because of Jalen frickin' Brunson. .1 seconds remain here in the third quarter. The free throw coming here for Jalen Brunson. And the free throw is good. Batum inbounds to Lowry. Lowry bring it down the floor. Lowry spinning, puts it up. The last shot. Can't get it to go. And the third quarter will close just like that as Brunson hops to the bench. Might have aggravated that ankle. I'm not sure if he's going to get back in the game. But that doesn't change the fact that at the end of the third quarter, the New York Knicks somehow, some way, mainly because of Jalen Brunson, end of the third quarter with the lead through three, somehow, some way, as they lead the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the third quarter, 77-76. As ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for the fourth quarter. Come on, chat. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Come on. It's time for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. 77-76 is your score. New York somehow has the lead, mainly because of this dude, Jalen Brunson. This man, Jalen Brunson, is the only reason that the New York Knicks have the lead right now. He's the only reason. He's the only player that's doing anything for the team. Nobody else is helping the team out whatsoever. And ladies and gents, I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back just in time as the fourth quarter is officially underway here. Max threw the ball here for the Sixers. Max is going to drive, going to lay it up. Can't get to go. Batum bats it out to Embiid. Out to Payne. Payne launching a three. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Anunoby. And here come the New York Knicks. The fourth quarter begins. Here come the Knicks. As DiVincenzo with the ball. Going to find Anunoby. Going to dump it off to Achua, who misses the dunk. The putback goes, but actually it was a tap-in by Embiid, but it's not going to count because of a kickball violation here against New York. Here we go. Sixers look to respond right here. Somebody needs to contribute off the bench. Somebody has to pick things up. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. Going to put it up for two. Got it. Let's go. Come on. Fourth quarter just getting underway right now, ladies and gentlemen. As Miles McBride with the ball, going to get over to this man. It's going to be Josh Hart who will get over to OG Anunoby. The ball will be poked away out of bounds, but the New York Knicks will keep possession of the basketball here. Dante DiVincenzo with the ball here for the New York Knicks. DiVincenzo going to put it up for two. Can't get it to go. Achua can't put it back. Batum tries to keep the ball in play, but fails to do so, as it will stay with the New York Knicks, and they will maintain possession of the basketball here. Sixers so deserve to win this game. Like, Jalen Brunson's the only player that's doing anything right now. Nobody else has done anything for the team. Change my mind in saying that. Nobody else has done anything for this team outside of Jalen Brunson. McBride with the ball, shooting a three, and got it. I mean, maybe Miles McBride's doing something, but he hasn't shot the ball consistently like Jalen Brunson's been doing. He hasn't had consecutive shot attempts. As Max through the ball, launching a three, looking for a response, can't get it. Rebounded by Josh Hart, and here come the New York Knicks. Josh Hart with the ball. Hart going to find Anunoby jabbing. Anunoby launching a three ball. Shortens it. Rebounded by Payne. Payne taking the ball down the floor. Payne, a three ball, a triple, and the bucket here for Cameron Payne. Let's go. Timeout called on the floor here by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over early on. But the 76ers and the New York Knicks continue to go back and forth in the final quarter here of game number 4. And Cameron Payne with a clutch three will give the 76ers the lead right back, with the score now being 81-80, favoring Philadelphia. Come on, guys. Let's go. I'm telling you guys, overall, when it comes to the scoring, nobody else has done anything for the team outside of Jalen Brunson. You could say Miles McBride all you want, but he hasn't shot the ball consecutively. What I mean by a player that's stepping up is someone that's doing something consecutively and doing their job. Miles McBride has not been doing that because he hasn't been the main contributor. The main contributor has been Jalen Brunson, and he's been the only contributor for the team. And OG Anunoby, sure, you could say that he's done something. He's got a 12-point double-double right now, 12 points and 12 boards. But again, look at the three-point shooting. He's 0 for 3 from 3. If the New York Knicks have to come down to a three-point shot being attempted, they don't have a capable three-point shooter in the starting five. It would have to go to Miles McBride, because he's been the team's best three-point shooter in 16 minutes of play. Doug Hunt says to Howie Roseman, pumping. Guys, shout out to everyone that's up in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys for coming through, tuning in on this Sunday afternoon. Hit the like button if you guys have not done so coming into the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel as well if you want more continuous content like this. And everybody share out the stream so we can bring more viewers up in here. Let's go. Dude, unless if the New York Knicks can find somebody else to step up outside of Jalen Brunson, they don't deserve to win this game. They really don't. If they can get somebody outside of Jalen Brunson, unless if they can get somebody outside of Jalen Brunson to step up, they don't deserve to win this game whatsoever. If the Sixers lose this game, it's because of the bench. because the bench has been pathetic. The bench has been horrific overall in this one. But here we go. Here come the New York Knicks looking to respond as Miles McBride has the ball. McBride staying at the logo, going to get it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo bounce passes it to Anunoby, who will go to work. We'll find it. We'll put it up for two and gets it to go. Tough shot right there here for New York. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball will find his option in Tobias Harris. Harris will get it over to Batum. Batum back out to Maxey, who will go to work in the corner. Maxey working. Maxey going to flip it to Embiid. Embiid going to dart it down to Batum, who gets denied by Josh Hart. The shot clock was about to expire, but it doesn't matter as the New York Knicks were going to get possession of the basketball anyway. But now the New York Knicks with possession of the basketball here. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson looking. Brunson guarded by Embiid. In terms of athleticism, this seems like a mismatch, but Brunson with the ball, losing it, gets it back. Brunson coming on the inside. Brunson with the tough shot for two, gets the lucky bounce and gets it to go. Another tough shot for Jalen Brunson. Here come the Sixers as Maxey with the ball. Jalen Brunson got 40 of the team's 84 points. This is crazy. Maxey going to drive, going to lay it up. Can't hit it. Come on, Tyrese. Josh Hart with the ball. Driving, puts it up. And a charge is... They're going to call a charge against Josh Hart. Is what the call is going to be. Cameron Payne was set. Let's go. Cameron Payne was set to take the charge, so that is an official charge for sure. 100%. Come on, Sixers. Y'all need to pick things up. You got to take this game to a whole new level, man. Let's go. Cameron Payne with the ball, going to get over to Embiid. Embiid going to go to work against Anunoby. Now McBride comes over. Embiid with the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Harris can't get the rebound. Come on, Toby. Toby, you need to get the rebound, dude. I don't care if you're diving out of bounds. You need to make an effort for it at least. What kind of effort was that, Tobias? Here we go. Here comes Achua. Denied by Embiid. Hart gets the rebound out to Brunson. Out to McBride over to Anunoby. Anunoby with the ball. Dumping it off to Achua. Puts it up. Denied by Harris. Achua. Out to Anunoby, who somehow gets it in. Past two defenders. Precious Achua with the assist here. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. And a timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And the New York Knicks have the forward momentum right now here in the fourth quarter. As once again, Jalen Brunson and possibly a couple other players finding a way to step up for the team, but it is mainly all Jalen Brunson for New York. Jalen Brunson against Joel Embiid at this pace. And it will be the New York Knicks leading the 76ers 86-81 with less than 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. Come on, Sixers. This Knicks team is on a 6-0 run right now. Let's go. You got to pick it up, man. Come on. The Knicks still do not deserve to win this game, dude. Like, Jalen Brunson has 40 of the team's 86 points. Sure, you could say Anunoby has helped out Jalen Brunson. You can say Miles McBride has helped out Jalen Brunson. But look at their main contributors. Okay? Isaiah Hartenstein, 8 points, 5 fouls. Has barely done anything. Josh Hart, 2 points. All those rebounds, 14 rebounds, hasn't done anything outside of rebounding. That was mainly his strength the entire series. Dante DiVincenzo, struggling despite putting in a couple shots. He has struggled. Precious Achua, off the bench, struggling. 0 for 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. It's just that the Knicks don't deserve to win this game. I don't care. I don't care about the help around Jalen Brunson. I don't care about how much help the 76ers have on their team helping out Joel Embiid. The New York Knicks do not deserve to win this game based on the way that their team has played the entire time. They don't deserve to win this game, man. I'm telling you. They don't deserve to win it. You can't say it otherwise. Like, look at the numbers and tell me that the New York Knicks deserve to win this game. Tell me the Knicks deserve to win this game based on when you look at the numbers on the stat sheet. Tell me that the Knicks deserve to win this game. Come on, man. My guy TP1 says the 76ers deserve to lose. It's the New York Knicks who deserve to lose, TP1. Go look at the numbers on the stat sheet and tell me the New York Knicks deserve to win this game. Take away the numbers that Jalen Brunson has put up. How many points do the Knicks have if you take away Jalen Brunson? They have, like, I'd be a little generous, but they have barely over 50 points. Okay? They have barely over 50 points if you take away Jalen Brunson and what he's doing right now. Jalen Brunson is the only reason that the New York Knicks have the lead. There's nobody else stepping out outside of OG Anunoby with the double-double of 16 points and 12 boards, and then what Miles McBride is doing off the bench. You can't tell me that the 76ers don't deserve to lose this game or don't deserve to win this game. Jalen Brunson, a three ball, can't get it to go. Rebounding here by Oubre. We'll flip it to Maxey. Maxey going to drive, going to lay it up, and it's good for Tyrese. Let's go. Come on. Get some momentum back here. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson, guarded by Tobias Harris. Looks like a bit of a mismatch here. Brunson with the ball looking. Brunson fading away on the two-point shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby going to flip it to Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key against Tobias Harris. Going to drive. Brunson going to kick it out to Josh Hart. Hart spinning. Fading away on the shot for two. Can't get it to go, but a foul will be called against Kelly Oubre. Come on, man. Can't do this right now. You can't be fouling a team that doesn't deserve to win this game. First one at the line is good for Josh Hart. Like, look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. The main part where the 76ers might be struggling is just from shooting inside. Shooting from outside, they have the advantage. Shooting from the free throw line, they have the advantage. They're doing solid on the rebounding. They're out assisting the New York Knicks. They have more steals than the Knicks. They're doing good on blocks. They're doing solid on the turnover battle. They're tied in the turnover battle right now. And they're doing solid in points in the paint. Like, you can't tell me this team doesn't deserve to win this game. As both free throws at the line are good for Josh Hart. Kelly Oubre going to come through, going to put up the shot for two, and it's good for Kelly Oubre. Come on. Come on, let's go. Everybody step up to the plate here. Even if you're a bench player, step up to the plate. Let's go. It's mainly the bench that needs to step up. The whole starting five is doing fantastic outside of Kyle Lowry. But Kyle Lowry's 38, so he has a little bit of an excuse now, even though he's putting everything he has on the 10. Brunson the fadeaway shot for two, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Embiid, and here come the Sixers. Maxey having to chase after the ball. The ball touches the baseline. Come on. Did the ball touch the baseline? Beyond the pass. He rolled it like a bowling ball out to Tyrese. Or did Maxey touch it? Can we get a second look, please? Nick Nurse, go ahead and challenge it if you think it's not a good call. That's exactly what he's doing. Let's go. Give me the replay. Run it back. Of course, they're not going to replay it. This better be a successful challenge. I don't think the ball ever touched out of bounds. The only thing that could have went out of bounds is Tyrese Maxey's foot. That's it. That's the only thing that could have went out of bounds was Tyrese Maxey's foot. Source 99 says the refs are blind. I mean, we'll see what the call is here. We'll see what the call is here. But if they overturn this, bro, I'm going to lose it. Here comes the replay now. Maxey's foot doesn't even step out. What do you mean? They called that out of bounds? Oh, heck no. There is no way. His cleat doesn't even touch out of bounds. If they keep this as Tyrese Maxey stepping out of bounds, I am going to genuinely lose it. There is no way this call gets placed as Maxey out of bounds. There is no way. Tell me that's a successful challenge in the 6th possession of the ball. Let's go. Let's go. Sixers retain their timeout. Come on. That's right. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's go. Come on. Oh, man. Star Wars 99 says blind ref. You already know, man. He was right there to see it, too. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Driving he goes. Maxey lays it up and lays it in off the glass. Come on. Come on. Let's go. 1-point game here in the Wells Fargo Center. Come on. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson guarded by Oubre, now guarded by Maxey. The battle of the two Wildcats, despite being from different colleges. Brunson out to Anunoby for three, shortens it. Maxey can't rebound it. It's rebounded by McBride out to Hart, out to Brunson, back to Hart for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Oubre, and Oubre has possession. I think. There's no way they called a loose ball foul on Kyle Lowry. There is no shot. There is no shot they called that against Kyle Lowry for a loose ball foul. Brunson going to lay it up and in. Goodness gracious. Here we go. 90-87, New York has the lead. Lowry with the ball gets over to Oubre, going to find Embiid. Embiid kicking it out to Lowry, out to Maxey. Maxey going to drive, bounce pass to Oubre, who flushes it down. Let's go. Come on. We're not done yet. Just under 5 minutes remaining here. Let's go. You like that, New York? You like that? Well, come and get it. Here's Brunson with the ball here for the Knicks. Brunson going to lose the ball. Maxey picks it up. Whose ball is it? I have no idea who has possession of the basketball. Who's got it? Maxey was on the ball. McBride is battling with him. I don't know whose ball it is. Who's got possession? Nick Nurse calls a timeout to talk things over, which I like. Hey, man, come on. Let's go. $90 to 89 is your score. New York has the lead. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. It looks like the Sixers have possession of the ball. I think. So Jalen Brunson turned the ball over and it was picked up by the Sixers. So the Sixers now have possession of the ball. Here's Maxey with it coming out of the timeout. Finds Oubre. Oubre going to go up. Denied by Achua. And the Sixers will keep possession of the basketball here. Maxey to inbound here for the Sixers. Maxey lobs it up to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Anunoby and McBride. Going to kick it out to Maxey. Open for three. Too strong. Rebounded by McBride. Now McBride guarded by Lowry. Now we'll play it in the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Going to go to work here against Tobias Harris. Brunson working against Harris. Brunson going to spin. Brunson guarded by Oubre. Going to kick it out to Hart, who will put it up for two. Can't get it to go. The ball go out of bounds. It's going to stay with New York. Somehow in the world, it stays with the Knicks. Are you serious? Oh, it hit off of Kyle Lowry. Okay, that makes sense. And Nobi inbounds here to Achua. Achua with the ball will hand it off to Brunson. Brunson going to the right. Brunson going to kick it out to Josh Hart. Hart going to kick it out to McBride. A three, can't get it to go, but is fouled. McBride going to the charity stripe here to shoot 3 free throws, as Kelly Oubre will be the one to foul Miles McBride. Shout out to everyone that's up in here, guys. We got 5 people in the chat. Appreciate you all for coming through. 3:47 remains here. First one at the line is no good for Josh Hart. Or, excuse me, for Miles McBride. Why did I say Josh Hart? He wasn't even at the line. Second one at the line is good for Miles McBride. Miles McBride with 12 points and 4 rebounds off the bench. Third and final one for Miles McBride is good. Here we go. Oubre to inbound. Sixers down by 3. Maxey now with the ball. Maxey guarded by Miles McBride. I almost said Josh Hart again. Maxey with the ball, getting Miles McBride to jump. Maxey going to spin. Going to find Embiid somehow. Embiid looking. Embiid banging on a shot for 2. Airmails it. Rebound here by the Knicks. Brunson loses the ball, though, and it'll go to the Sixers. Come on. 3:19 remains. Sixers set to inbound. Now Lowry to bring the ball down the floor. Lowry going to have a look here. Guarded by Jalen Brunson. Going to find Maxey. Maxey guarded by McBride. Maxey looking. Gets over to Lowry. Back to Maxey. Maxey working against Brunson. Maxey flips it to Lowry. Lowry hits it out to Embiid. Embiid has the ball swatted away by Precious Achua. And a shot clock violation here for the Sixers. Achua said, get that out of here. Here we go. Here's Brunson with the ball. Brunson launching a three. Too strong off the rim. We have foul called and a loose ball foul. That's the second time we get a loose ball foul call against Kyle Lowry. Come on, man. Another reason the Sixers could be losing in this game is because of the offensive rebounds. They are killing the Sixers on the Knicks are killing the 76ers on the offensive rebounds right now. Inbound passes in from Anunoby as he gets it into Precious Achiuwa, who will find Josh Hart. Hart at the top of the key, going to his left. Hart with the three ball, can't get to go. Rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby going to kick it out to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball going to his right. Brunson dancing around. Brunson, the shot for two. What would be a long two, misses it. McBride, another chance for three on the another offensive rebound. Can't get to go. And the Sixers will have possession of the basketball as the ball goes out of bounds. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball here, standing at the logo. Maxey with the ball going to his left. Maxey going to find Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey, the step back fadeaway shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Brunson. No, man. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Here's Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson guarded by Tobias Harris. Brunson going to his right. Now back to the left. Brunson puts it up for two. And a foul call on Tobias Harris. Get him off the floor, coach. Let's go. Come on, Coach Nurse. Get this man, Tobias Harris, off the floor. Let's go. Get him off the floor. Terrible defense by Tobias Harris. Why can't you get your hand on the whole ball, Toby? Come on. Why are you going to foul Jalen Brunson of all people? The man has been the most efficient man today. Next best player is OG Anunoby with 16 points and 14 boards. First one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. Come on, man. You can't do us dirty like this, Sixers. Let's go. Actually, what's the battle in terms of the offensive rebounds right now? 15-7. You let this New York Knicks team without Mitchell Robinson get all these offensive rebounds. Is that what we're doing here? Second one at the line is no good for Jalen Brunson. And now the Sixers will have possession of the ball. Oubre just letting the ball roll. Oubre now picking it up. Oubre waiting for an opportunity. Oubre launching a triple. Why are we jacking up threes? Lowry with the ball on the rebound gets it to Joel Embiid. Embiid back to Lowry, out to Maxey. Maxey going to his right, out to Harris in the corner for three. And why are we still jacking up threes, guys? Come on. Why are we jacking up threes here? You don't need to be jacking up threes. You can just drive to the lane. Josh Hart with the ball, going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson coming on the inside, going to play it up for two and hits it. Of course. Of course. This team, all they want to do, all this team wants to do is just jack up three after three after three. That's all we want to do here. You just want to jack up threes. Why are we jacking up threes when we're shooting the ball 29% from three-point range? That's unacceptable. You're already shooting the ball bad enough. Shooting the ball 37.2% from the field. You're already shooting the ball bad enough. Dude, like, are you serious? All this team wants to do when we're down by single-digit points is just jack up threes. Like, that's all we're doing. Why can't we drive to the basket? These players literally act like they've never driven to the basket in their life. Like, that's what's absurd. That's what's frustrating me right now. This team has literally looked like they've never driven to the basket in their life. Just why are you shooting threes, man? Come on. Just why are you shooting threes? That's what I would love to know. Why are you just shooting threes? I would love to know why this team is just shooting threes. Like, bro, you're bad enough from three-point range. You're shooting the ball 29%. Nico Batum set to inbound here. Batum inbounds to Embiid, and Embiid puts it up for two and is fouled. Embiid will head to the charity stripe here. He should head to the charity stripe regardless. He was fouled in shooting motion, so he should be at the line for two. Embiid has no fourth quarter points. Come on, Joe. This man has no points in the fourth quarter. I mean, he is gassed, to be fair, because he's done everything for the team. He's done absolutely everything for the Sixers. He's done a lot of things for the Sixers, to be completely honest. As Paul Reed has been non-existent as the team's backup center. First one of the line is no good for Joel Embiid. Of course, Embiid's got a freaking missed free throw. Embiid, you better make the second one. You better make the second one. Come on. This is potentially our playoff hopes on the line. Going back to MSG. Come on, man. Embiid's literally resting around for dear life. I mean, come on, dude. This dude is gassed right now. This dude is absolutely gassed. I mean, seriously. Second one at the line for Embiid is good. Inbound passes in from Josh Hart, and we'll get into OG Anunoby. Anunoby with the ball going to the right, going to find his man Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to find Anunoby again. Anunoby going to find Brunson. Brunson guarded by Anunoby and Maxey's gets double team. Finds Anunoby. Anunoby to Josh Hart. Hart going to drive. Hart losing it. The ball is picked up by Embiid. He'll get it to Maxey, who will lose it, and the Sixers will keep possession of the basketball. Oh, that might... Dude, that actually might have went off of Maxey. That actually might have went off of Maxey, dude. Dude. That might have went off of Maxey. Just looking at that replay. Dude. There's no reason the Sixers should even be in a situation like this. There's no reason whatsoever. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever. There's no excuses for the Sixers to lose this game. Brunson stripped it. Did it stay in Maxey's hands? It went off of Maxey's arm. That's going to be a turnover. I hate saying it, but it's going to be a turnover. That hurts, man. That's just going to hurt right there. That is just going to hurt, ladies and gentlemen. That's just going to hurt. It went off of Maxi's arm, and I saw it. As soon as Brunson pokes the ball away, it goes off of Maxi's arm. .9 seconds remain. Why are they still at the review table? It's clearly off of Tyrese Maxey, okay? Make it make sense. Just call it already. Come on. Maybe they might be reconsidering it. I mean, I don't know. As of right now, it's with Philadelphia. But it goes off of Maxey's arm. I literally saw it with my own 2 eyes. Everyone's just literally walking around the review table. Oh, the Knicks got charged with the timeout, so the challenge was unsuccessful. They're saying it went off of Jalen Brunson. That is interesting. That is interesting right there, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like at first it was going to be a turnover by the Sixers. But the Sixers might have new life if they could put a shot up and in here. As the inbound pass is in, of course Embiid makes the shot, but a foul's called against OG Anunoby. Probably a loose ball foul on OG Anunoby because Kyle Lowry never even had the ball in his hands. Kyle Lowry just got absolutely trucked by OG Anunoby on this play. Here we go. The New York Knicks, for the 5,000th time, are going to go ahead and try to challenge this call. Yeah, it should be a loose ball foul right off the inbound. I mean, this fourth quarter, regardless of what happens here, has been pathetic for the Sixers. Only 15 points in the fourth quarter is what you call something good. That's nothing. First one, or actually the free throw from the away from play foul is good for Tyrese Maxey. And they'll get possession too. Opportunity at the most can make this a 1-point game. But Toombs it inbound here and bounds it to Embiid. Embiid's pump faking now, driving to the cup. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets the rebound, and a foul will be called on the floor against Embiid. And Embiid drove to the cup too. He went to the basket. Embiid, you can literally just throw it down and probably get the and one. I know you're on a bad knee, but for crying out loud, just take a chance, my guy. Just take a chance. Just take a chance, Joel. You cannot make this up. First one at the line is no good for Josh Hart. What's crazy, too, is that Embiid has pretty much played, if not has played, the entire second half. That is where Nick Nurse takes blame for that. Because, why don't you sit this dude Embiid for just a couple minutes? Second one at the line, also no good here from Josh Hart. Sixers pick up the rebound here. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Lowry going to find Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to spin. Kick it out. Lowry, the three ball. Can't get it to go. Lowry puts it up again and is fouled very quickly. Foul will be called against Miles McBride. Kyle Lowry's barely done anything in this game. 6 points, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. First one at the line is good for Kyle Lowry. And a quick lineup change here for New York. Isaiah Hartenstein will enter the game here to replace Miles McBride. The 76ers have missed the last 10 field goal attempts, ladies and gentlemen. Second one at the line for Kyle Lowry is no good. They'll try to get the rebound, but it'll go right into the hands of Jalen Brunson, and he'll be fouled immediately. All right, time for this game to last 10 minutes. They'll foul these guys for 10 years. First one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. I'm going to tell you guys this. The main reason that the Knicks won this game was literally because of Jalen Brunson. He literally carried their team from start to finish. Second one at the line, also good for Jalen Brunson here. He makes both free throws. Timeout call by Nick Nurse here, talking things over. They want a chance. They better get the quickest shot off of their life. Most points in the playoff game in New York Knicks history goes to Jalen Brunson now that he puts up 47 in this game. This man, Jalen Brunson, just put up 47 of the team's 97 points. And what supporting cast did he even have tonight or this afternoon? Like, look at the scoring. Miles McBride, 13 off the bench. OG Anunoby, 16 the starting five. And then you got Jalen Brunson, 47 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, and a block. Josh Hart and OG Anunoby, though, were rebounding machines. They were rebounding machines, man. Nico Batum to inbound here, finds Embiid launching a three, not even close. And the New York Knicks, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, are going to take Game 4 going back to the Garden with a 3-1 series lead. Wow. Can't believe that. That is so going to hurt, dude. Because I feel like the Sixers, they should have won this game. Sure, Embiid got shut down in terms of the scoring here in the fourth quarter. Maxey didn't find a way to step up when it mattered. Buddy Hield didn't even get playing time. That's how bad he's been in this series. So Nick Nurse goes with a 9-man rotation. The bench is non-existent. It's nowhere to be seen. just hurts, man. This just hurts. Philly lost the game because they couldn't shoot the ball in the basket. I mean, that's true. I mean, their shooting was not that good, but like, you had your contributors. You had Joel Embiid contributing. You had Tyrese Maxey contributing. You had Kelly Oubre contributing. You had Tobias Harris doing decent, just being Tobias Harris. And then you look at the Knicks side, where Jalen Brunson's carrying their whole team. The only ones that actually did anything in this game were OG Anunoby and Josh Hart, which wasn't even scoring. It was literally rebounding. They had 30 rebounds, 30 overall rebounds of the team's 52. OG Anunoby and Josh Hart combined had 30 of the team's 52 rebounds. Unbelievable. Can't afford to lose a game like that. Sure, the team couldn't shoot the ball, but who had more contributors in terms of the scoring? It was the Sixers. It was the Sixers. You cannot tell me that more contributing in terms of the scoring goes to New York. You cannot say that. You can't tell me otherwise. Do it all you want? It's not going to happen. Now the Sixers will go down 3-1 in the series, going back to MSG. And now the Sixers will have to look on putting up 3 straight wins in a row. Sixers will have to bank on hitting 3 straight wins in a row. That's what they'll have to bank on. Comeback series. I hope you're right, Brian Post, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Hey, Jeff, man, it just hurts. Like, look at the numbers, okay? Jalen Brunson had about half of the team's points. Like, take away Jalen Brunson. Take him out of the conversation. Sure, the rebounding is still there. The rebounding is still there from OG Anunoby and Josh Hart. But the scoring is not there. Take away Jalen Brunson, the scoring is not there, but the rebounding is still there. You can't tell me otherwise. But Jeff, I'll see you in a little bit on your live stream, my guy. I'll be popping in. Jalen Brunson went crazy. Yeah, it's over for the Sixers. It honestly might be if we're gonna play like at this pace, and if the Knicks are absolutely gonna destroy the 76ers on the boards, it might be over, to be completely honest. But and not to mention, another thing too is that Nick Nurse needs to be taken accountable for the fact that he had Joel Embiid playing the entire second half. He had Joel Embiid playing the entire second half, which is where Nick Nurse needs to take some accountability for that. Like, you don't play the best player on your team the entire second half. Like, seriously, that's what we're doing here? We're going to go ahead and decide to play Joel Embiid the entire second half after we gave him 4 minutes of rest. We had him playing the rest of the game. So Nick Nurse needs to take accountability for this. Because you need the rest of Joel Embiid. Like, the dude has Bell's palsy and is literally dealing with the injured knee, and you're playing him 44 minutes. If you're going to play anyone for over 40 minutes, it has to be Tyrese. You cannot play Joel Embiid for over 40 minutes and only get 4 minutes of rest, all in the first half, and tell me that that's going to tell you something, saying that the Sixers are going to win as long as Embiid's on the floor. That's literally not how it works. That's not how it works. You need to give Embiid rest. Number 2, the bench. Non-existent whatsoever. Nico Batum had 1.7 rebounds. I'm just gonna go over this game in terms of like the stats and everything, but not like the usual way I do. I'm just going to give like my own thoughts on it. Paul Reed, no points in 4 minutes. Like, why is Paul Reed not getting more minutes? Dude, come on. Cameron Payne, 14 minutes, was honestly doing solid. And went away from Cameron Payne to go ahead and play Kyle Lowry, who shot the ball 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from three-point range. Like, that's what we're doing here. You take Cameron Payne off the floor so you can have Kyle Lowry shooting the ball very poorly. That's what we're doing here. You did take Melton off the floor, which I liked, obviously, because, I mean, he's just coming back from injury. But, I mean, Nick Nurse needs to take some accountability for this, dude. The fact that, number one, the fact that you don't give Joel Embiid rest time, you only give him 4 minutes of rest, and that was in the entire first half. You give all those minutes to Paul Reed, good job. But in the second half, you decide to play Joel Embiid for the entire second half of the game. You can't do that when Embiid is literally dealing with Bell's palsy and is dealing with an injured knee. You cannot do that. Number two, if you were looking for somebody to go ahead and step up off the bench, why didn't Cameron Payne play a couple more minutes than what Kyle Lowry was doing in terms of if you wanted some help with your shooting? Cameron Payne was off to a solid start. He was off to a 2 of 4 start from the field and 1 of 3 from three-point range and finishes the game with 5 points in 14 minutes. He should have had more minutes in this game, and he should have pulled Kyle Lowry. Because I'm sorry, dude, but all Kyle Lowry could do is shoot the ball from the free throw line. That's all he could do. And then again, looking back on the New York Knicks side, sure, OG Anunoby had a double-double, 16 points, 14 boards. Didn't shoot the ball like amazingly, like oh my goodness, OG Anunoby's the greatest role player I've ever seen. He wasn't even close to being like that. Isaiah Hartenstein, 5 fouls, couldn't really make much of an impact. Jalen Brunson, man, he was going crazy on the floor. Jalen Brunson was going absolutely insane on the floor. Josh Hart couldn't do anything outside of rebound. You're telling me a man that shot the ball 0 of 7 from the field and 0 of 3 from three-point range comes away with 16 rebounds and 5 personal fouls and played 45 minutes because of it. Dante DiVincenzo couldn't shoot the ball. 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. He couldn't shoot the ball, finishes the game with 8 points. Miles McBride did decent. I mean, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Nothing crazy for Miles McBride, but he was overall the best bench player out of both teams combined. Out of both teams combined, Miles McBride was literally the best bench player. But the shooting just wasn't there. The shooting just wasn't there. Then just look at the team stats. The Knicks shot 43% from the field. The Sixers shot 35.4% from the field. Both teams shot horrific from 3. But the Sixers had the advantage somehow in the world, 27.3% to 25.9% favoring Philadelphia. They obviously had the advantage in terms of the free throw shooting, 86.2%, 25 of 29. And New York shot the ball 61.5%, 16 of 26. The rebounding is where it absolutely killed the Sixers. It killed the Sixers. 52 to 42 on the overall rebounding and 15 to 9 on the offensive side of the ball. The 76ers had more assists than the New York Knicks, 23 to 19. They had more steals than the Knicks, 5 to 1. It was a block party for New York today, I'll tell you that much. It was an absolute block party. 11 to 5 favoring the Knicks at the end of this one for the blocks. The Sixers won the turnover battle too. They weren't driving into the paint. Like, why in the world was this team literally just jacking up threes? Your team was literally bad enough in terms of how you were shooting the ball from three-point range. So why were you continuously doing that? Stick to what works. If three-point shooting is not going to work, why are you still doing it? I get it. It's desperation time. I completely get it. It's desperation time. But why are you shooting the ball from 3? Just drive to the basket. It's not hard to do. Then 43 personal fouls called total. 24 on the Sixers, 19 on the Knicks, and the Sixers blew a 12-point lead. It's unacceptable. That's my one word for this game. Unacceptable. Can't do that. Between Nick Nurse, the rebounding, and the shooting, everybody pretty much takes blame. Specifically, the whole bench gets blamed for this game, minus Cameron Payne. I mean, I'm going to give Cameron Payne a pass. He might have only finished the game with 5 points, but he should have been playing in crunch time moments over Kyle Lowry. He should have been playing over Kyle Lowry. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He should have been playing over Kyle Lowry. I'm giving Cameron Payne a pass. He should have been playing minutes over Kyle Lowry. D'Anthony Melton was doing nothing. Paul Reed did nothing in 4 minutes. He should have got minutes in the second half. Paul Reed also gets a pass because he did not play in the second half whatsoever. That is a coaching problem on Nick Nurse. And then Nico Batum, I don't know where your mind was at. Your mind was off in La La Land. Your mind was off in La La Land, Nico Batum. So the coaching on Nick Nurse for not pulling Embiid for rest and not playing Cameron Payne over Kyle Lowry in crunch time. The rebounding was a problem on the players, and the shooting was a problem on the players. So that's mainly my take on this game. Guys, if you have any final thoughts, go ahead and throw them down below in the chat before we go ahead and get out of here. As we have the Clippers and Mavs game on right now. The Clippers have the lead over the Mavericks 11-10. Guys, if you have any final thoughts, go ahead and drop them below in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. Ryan posted a comeback series. He also said that Jalen Brunson went crazy. Star Wars 99 said it's over for the Sixers. Now they'll have to bank on winning 3 consecutive games in a row, and 2 of them being at Madison Square Garden. The series is probably over, and it might end on Tuesday. Guys, just so you know, we will not be live streaming the game on Tuesday. I did say earlier in the series that the only game that I could not live stream of this first round series between the Sixers and the Knicks was Game 5 because I have to work on Tuesday. So, unfortunately, we cannot do Game 5 on Tuesday. But if the Sixers somehow in the world find a way to win on Tuesday night, we will be back on May 2nd, which if I can remember my months right, is a Thursday? I am correct in saying that. So it is on a Thursday. So if the Sixers can somehow find a way to win on Tuesday, we will be back on Thursday to live stream the Sixers-Knicks game for game number 6. And that will be also in the Wells Fargo Center. Assuming the 76ers were to go ahead and assuming the Sixers would go ahead and beat the Knicks on Tuesday. But honestly, anything can happen. The door's wide open. Not sure if the Sixers are going to go ahead and pull out this W. But at the end of the day, ladies and gents, we'll just go ahead and see what happens. But on that note, ladies and gents, looks like no one's going to throw any final thoughts in the chat. As that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are not done so, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday. God bless and peace. Peace, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday. God bless and peace.